Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision, but C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong, because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is fourth-generation family-owned and operated.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you are ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Oh, why am I so sore?
There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt.
And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic!
Yeah, that was awesome.
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision. But C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong. Because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is fourth generation family owned and operated.
The foundation for how we do business is right in our initials, W-E. We. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many complex challenges growers face every day takes teamwork. And when we succeed, we do it together. That's the power of we.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota-made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes, and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website, dimmickdairy.com, or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email Scott at LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow. The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
Synergy Sign Company, the area's newest sign company in Platte. We offer signage solutions for your business, from custom signs and banners to digital displays, autographics, and more. We'll help your business create a memorable impression. Synergy Sign Company, from custom signs to digital displays. Give us a call at 605-337-2686 or visit us online at synergysignco.com.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
At Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
Briggs Trucking and Construction in Fort Pierre provides quality freight transportation services, cargo hauling, excavation, and demolition services. They also specialize in dirt and gravel work for everything from commercial work to new construction. Briggs Trucking and Construction will haul everything from light poles to farm and agricultural supplies. The bigger the job or the bigger the load, the better, as that is where their expertise really shines. Contact Briggs Trucking and Construction at 605-280-2848 or email them at cbriggs25@pi.midco.net to visit about your next project.
Graham Tire of Pierre is your premier hometown shop, specializing in tires to fit vehicles, from ATVs to large farm equipment and everything in between. At your tire store next door, you can find a plethora of brand name tires that range from 4 to 10 ply and much more. Our highly skilled technicians can handle brakes, heating, and air conditioning. Call us today at 224-8643 or visit us at grahamtire.com. Graham Tire is a proud sponsor of Pierre and surrounding communities' local activities.
Wow, Bill, you're walking so much better. What did you do?
Well, I got so tired of the pain and nearly fell. And one of my friends recommended physical therapy at Winter Physical Therapy. And you know what? My back also stopped hurting.
Huh. So how did you get started?
My doctor wrote me a referral, but that's not always needed. Turns out you always have a choice where you want to go.
So why did you choose Winter Physical Therapy?
I love to support our locally owned small businesses, and quite frankly, they give great personalized care.
Winter Physical Therapy. Exceptional care.
John Hoffman Electric is your neighborhood electrical service contractor, and so much more. No job is too big or too small for our team of professionals. We pride ourselves on keeping up with new technologies, such as Aerial, an augmented reality visual tool used to customize and experience a finished space before breaking ground. So whether you're building new or renovating a home, farm, or commercial space, let John Hoffman Electric light the way. John Hoffman is a proud sponsor of all local activities broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
At Ringneck Energy, their mission is to produce renewable energy that adds value to grain and livestock production, enhances the income of their investor partners, and provide a safe, rewarding work environment. Located at 901 Redwood Avenue in Oneida, South Dakota. Call 605-945-6900 or check ringneckenergy.com. A proud supporter of local schools and wishes all students the best of luck in all their activities during the school year, creating economic opportunities.
When you're in the need for high-quality replacement auto parts, look no further than Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop in Pierre. Zander's has been servicing the Pierre area for over 40 years. Their professional parts techs can get you the part you need and get you back on the road. Stop by Zander Auto Parts and Machine Shop at 500 West Sioux in Pierre or call 224-9221. Zander's, your source for domestic and foreign auto parts and accessories.
Riverview RV Park overlooks Lake Sharp on the Missouri River. They have all the amenities, from full hookups, laundry, showers, dog park, play area, and free Wi-Fi. There's no need to drive across the country. When here in central South Dakota, you can find some of the best fishing and the most spectacular sunrises and sunsets. Call us today at 605-280-6266 or reserve your next camping spot online at briggsrvpark.com. Make Riverview RV Park your home away from home experience.
No need to be afraid of all those upcoming holiday expenses. Hawaii Federal Credit Union's holiday loan special is back. Borrow up to $1,500 for 12 months at 7% APR. Apply online or stop in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre. Hawaii Federal Credit Union, where we treat you like you own the place, because you do.
People helping people. Hawaii Federal Credit Union.
Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota is serving the central South Dakota community and beyond with a great selection of used vehicles. Local trades and program vehicles are available. New Toyotas and new Fords are arriving and selling before they even hit the lot. So don't wait. Stop in and find out what's coming. If you've been thinking about ordering a new Ford, stop in and sit down with one of our sales specialists today. Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota at 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com.
Service Master of Pierre is your go-to service experts for a wide variety of cleaning needs. Since 2003, we have developed the most effective methods and products to service virtually every type of industry. We're known for our exceptional carpet and upholstery cleaning, but did you know we also offer cleaning of all types of flooring, along with providing fire and water restoration, commercial cleaning, janitorial services, and construction cleanup. Service Master of Pierre is a proud sponsor of TF Riggs Governors and Lady Govs, as well as Stanley County Buffaloes and Lady Buffs activities.
Barry Grossberg, I want to wish you and everybody Merry Christmas. Our families are the best asset of both our agricultural business and our implement business. It's so lucky to have family involved in our businesses. So the Grossberg family would like to say Merry Christmas to all our farmer friends and everybody. Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year.
DRG Media Group Sports is the official voice of the Pierre Governors.
Knowles wants to run again, and he's got room. 40, 30, foot race to the 10, 5, and a touchdown. Pierre will come back and set up Avery Kaiser on the outside left through the block, and that's down.
The official voice of the Pierre Governors, River 92.7, and also at the River 92.7 page of the DRG News app, brought to you by Golden Buffalo and DRGnews.com.
The Corner Station Convenience Store and the Crossing Pub are both conveniently located on Pleasant Drive in Pierre, South Dakota. At the Corner Station, grab your favorite hot and cold beverages and snacks while filling your vehicle up with Cenex brand gasoline. The Corner Station also features a super tunnel car wash to keep your vehicle sparkling clean. At the Crossing, grab a cold beverage and check out their selection of appetizers while watching the Stanley County Buffaloes and Pierre Governors live on their big screen televisions. Best of luck to all area students from the Corner Station and the Crossing.
The Fieldhouse in Pierre is your premier spot to watch all the sports, from your local Govs and Lady Govs, as well as Buffs and Lady Buffs, all the way up to your favorite big league teams. Kick back and relax with a pizza, nachos, burgers, or one of our air-fried appetizers. Wash down the food with your pick from our array of premium beverages. Between the action, be sure to check out the unique and plentiful memorabilia throughout the building. We can't wait for you to come in and watch the games with us broadcast on liveticket.tv. The Fieldhouse in Pierre.
We hope you are all enjoying the student productions of your school. Tonight's event and every event produced by your school during the school year are created, filmed, and produced by the students you love to follow and support. Become a booster of your school's live event coverage by becoming a sponsor. It's a great way to show your support of the athletes and students in your community. As a sponsor, you'll get great visibility for your business, organization, or family by supporting the live productions of your school.
That moment when you realize your furnace is stone cold busted. We're talking a real put on every sweater you own, I can't feel my feet, penguin predicament. But fear not, there's an expert for that.
Let your local heating experts at Pites Service Experts keep you warm with $50 off any furnace repair.
Like it toasty? There's an expert for that.
Call Pites Service Experts at 866-EXPERTS. See website for license details.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. American Bank and Trust.
One way American Bank and Trust enjoys giving back to the Pierre community is through our Spirit Card program. These cards are a great way to give back to our schools and show hometown pride. Call or stop in today to get your own Spirit Card. Go Governors!
DMC Wear Parts is a proud South Dakota business providing high-quality wear parts for all makes and models of heavy equipment. We quote you direct from multiple manufacturers, cutting out the middleman and getting you better prices than the large dealers. We specialize in cutting edges for motor graders, loaders, snowplows, and more. We offer complete undercarriages for dozers, excavators, pavers, and skid steers, including rubber tracks. Click to visit dmcwearparts.com or call or text 605-840-8082.
At Wilbur Ellis, our forward-thinking approach to crop protection, nutrition, and seed development combines years of service and expertise to the latest technology wherever you are, whatever your needs. We offer seed sales, providing Integra, DeKalb, and NK seed, fertilizer and chemical application, which includes ground and air spray, and more. Much more. We're proud to sponsor all area sports and activities, with locations in Miller, Highmore, and Blunt. Wilbur Ellis.
Dakota Antler is the biggest antler buyer in our region. Tony and Derek pay cash all year long for antlers and horns. Deer, elk, moose, and sheep can be cash in your pocket. They'll come to you too. Find them on Dakota Antlers LLC or online at dakotaantlers.com. You can also give them a call to set up an appointment. Call Derek at 605-360-3749 or Tony at 605-730-0108. Dakota Antler, a proud supporter of all local athletics and activity. Olson Plumbing in Pierre provides complete plumbing and drain cleaning services to commercial and residential customers. Olson Plumbing understands how the simple things in life are often the things we can't live without, and running water is the top of the list. Olson Plumbing offers 24/7 emergency services, and they can be at your location in under an hour in most cases. If you need help with your plumbing system, call Olson Plumbing 605-224-6436. Stay in a beautiful Black Hills vacation home, The Summit on Dancing Sky near Leeds, South Dakota, in the popular Powder House Pass development. It's a modern rustic design with over 5,000 square feet, 6 bedrooms, and 5 baths for you to enjoy. You'll get gorgeous views of the Terry Peak Mountain Range. There's a community pool to enjoy, and you're close to all the attractions like Deadwood, Sturgis, Spearfish, and a whole lot more. The Summit on Dancing Sky. Visit them at dancingsky.com.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Calling all high school seniors. Not sure what your next step is? Consider Dakota Wesleyan University's Learn and Earn program located in Pierre. Current students in the Learn and Earn program are thriving. That's because the Learn and Earn program is different. Take classes on a flexible schedule at the Capital City campus and intern with a Pierre area business for a paid work experience. Scholarships are available. Visit dwu.edu/Learn and Earn today.
Why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
Hey, hold the ladder! Hold the ladder!
Yeah, that hurt. And there are epic moments.
Slide, slide, slide! College! Class of 1995!
When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics. We're moving health forward so you can tell the story. Learn more at avera.org/orthopedics.
In today's ever-changing housing market, you need a proactive mortgage lender who can guide you through every turn of the process, from your loan application all the way to closing. Jessica Jonkak with First National Bank in Pierre is dedicated to providing that level of service to her customers and making your home purchasing dreams a reality. Call Jessica today at 605-201-5254 or visit firstnationalbanks.com to learn more. First National Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Dakota Pro Air is a locally family-owned business that has been taking care of farmers' aerial needs since 2020. With locations in Letcher and Miller, Dakota Pro Air is able to provide service to a large area. Ground conditions too wet, or just don't want those sprayer tracks in your field? Give Dakota Pro Air a call for all your chemical and fertilizer application needs at 605-248-2314.
The foundation for how we do business is right in our initials, W-E. We. Everything we do is a partnership. We understand solving the many complex challenges growers face every day takes teamwork. And when we succeed, we do it together. That's the power of we.
Queen, live ticket, overhead door, Ranky Gray Wealth Management, Avera Orthopedics, Capital City, Ford, Lincoln, Toyota, Kruger Contracting, and the Brittany Shufflebind Agency. Governor Basketball is brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Insurance and Real Estate, First Dakota National Bank, the May Adam Law Firm, American Bank and Trust, Yesway, Pierre Regional Airport, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, and Access Health Fort Pierre. And Governor Basketball is brought to you in part by Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, TMA, Lariat Lanes, Wagner Auto, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Subs, Bauman Lumber, Ferding Electric, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Edgewood Healthcare, and Venture Communications. These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor Basketball. Potsdam Agency, State Farm Insurance, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Montana Dakota Utilities, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre, AgTegra, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner Auto.
Now, Pierre Governor Basketball.
For the most part, Mother Nature has relented. Yes, it's ridiculously cold outside, but at least we're still not in the middle of a blizzard, which basically shut down the capital city last week. Well, Watertown was affected too. Pierre Governors and the Watertown Arrows were able to barely get any work last week, and that wasn't until the weekend. And with just a couple of full practices for the Arrows and one for Pierre, these teams play tonight. It's been 11 days since the Arrows won their opener at home over Brookings. It's been 10 days since the Governors started 2-0 by winning the second of back-to-back games in Rapid City over the Central Cobblers. One more game before the holidays for each of these schools. Tonight, we're in the capital city in Pierre at the Riggs High Gym. It's the Watertown Arrows and the Pierre Governors. Hi, everyone. I'm David Burrell. Thank you for joining us. Our studio coordinator is Haley Hansen. Jordan Lutmer is taking care of the video, and glad to have you with us on 1060 103.1 KGFX and also on New Country KS 93 in Watertown. Wherever in South Dakota you're listening and online at both places too. Awfully glad to have you with us tonight. For Watertown, a great start, a 59-54 win in Chad Rohde's head coaching debut back on the 9th of December, holding off a Watertown team that is a much improved a Brookings team, I should say. That's a Brookings team that's going to be a lot better this season. They played very well at the Civic Arena. Pierre with two great defensive efforts in their two victories, beating Rapid City Stevens and Rapid City Central in their two opening games of the season on the 9th and 10th of December, 58-46 and 62-35 in those two games. The Arrows with a fine player in Jada Smith, an all ESD player a year ago, a team that will really like to clamp you down defensively. Pierre, if they can run, they will, but defense has been the hallmark of this Governor team in the first two games. The fourth-ranked team in the AA media poll has their best start at 2-0 since a 5-0 start in the 2014-15 season. They'll try to keep that going. Watertown will try for a 2-0 start for the new head coach, but you folks in Watertown know certainly nobody new to the program in Chad Rohde. This is the Potsdam Agency State Farm pregame show. Becky Potsdam, State Farm Insurance in Pierre and Gregory. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. We have a lot ahead for you. We're going to look around AA basketball. Not a whole lot happened last week, of course, around the state, but a little more action tonight. And there have been some schedule changes for both of these teams that we'll get into as the night continues. But we'll take a look around in a bit. We'll have our keys to success. You'll hear from both head coaches, Chad Rohde of the Watertown Arrows and Kirk Bebout of the Pierre Governors, our starting lineups and the law on the court all ahead. Glad to have you with us. There's more from Pierre from the Riggs High Gym in 3 minutes. Girls basketball between Watertown and Pierre. Back with more in 3 on 1060 103.1 KGFX and New Country KS 93.
For over 100 years, State Farm Insurance has been there to help whenever you need them. The team at Possible State Farm is your Central South Dakota good neighbor. While technology may have changed, you can always expect top-notch customer service from Possible State Farm. They'll take care of all of your insurance and financial service needs, where good neighbor service is their continued priority. Possible State Farm Insurance, with offices in Pierre and Gregory.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
If you're in need of some Christmas ideas for that hard-to-buy-for person on your list, we've got you covered. Beck Motor Company has a full detail special, $40 off. Light details, $20 off. Buy 3 tires, get 1 free. 20% off all Nebo flashlights. Our Pro Shop is filled with mugs, hats, caps, blankets, vehicle storage, and more. Not sure? Gift certificates available. Any amount. 605-224-5912.
Hey, DQ fans, celebrate the holidays with a DQ cake. Bring your faves something that's sure to put a smile on their faces. The signature fudge and crunch center surrounded by the world-famous DQ soft serve. It's the perfect way to brighten up a snowy workday, family get-together, or just because. I mean, it's all the goodness of your favorite DQ treats in shareable cake form. I'm getting hungry just reading this. Being totally honest, this year, grab a DQ cake. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Do you love watching high school sports but find yourself wanting to be more involved? Live Ticket TV has the solution for you. They're looking for production managers to assist for this school year. Duties include the management of equipment as well as basic technological understanding. But don't stress. Paid training will be provided. Part-time wages start at $20 per hour. Call 833-605-LIVE extension 2. That's 833-605-5483 extension 2 to joining one of the fastest growing companies in South Dakota.
Do you dream of a custom home built within your budget and done on time? Kruger Contracting can make that dream a reality. They're a trusted home builder since 2003, and they're going to be upfront and open about cost and transparent about where your money is going when it comes to your new home. Their skilled crew will manage construction of your new home from start to finish. They're located in Pierre and can build your home in Pierre, Fort Pierre, or the surrounding area. Call 605-222-2523. Visit KrugerContracting.com or find Kruger Contracting on Facebook.
Watertown and Pierre girls high school basketball tonight in the capital city at the Riggs High Gym. Glad you're with us on KGFX and New Country KS 93. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety celebrates being part of the team and reminds you that snow means slow. Drive the conditions. Not much AA basketball at all last week in either gender. There was just a little bit. There was some last night, too. Brandon Valley was a winner over Sioux Falls Roosevelt, 49-44. That was in Brandon. And Harrisburg, they meet Marshall, Minnesota every year. That very good Marshall program from Southwest Minnesota. And the Tigers defeated Marshall last night in Harrisburg, 45-40. There are 7 unbeaten teams. Mitchell, 1-0. That schedule's been moved around a bit, too, for them, and that involves the Arrows we'll tell you about later. Pierce, 2-0. Sioux Falls, Washington, 1-0. Sioux Falls, Jefferson at 3-0. O'Gorman, 2-0 to start the season. Harrisburg, 3-0. And this Watertown team, again, just the one game, but a good win over Brookings, and they're 1-0. So those are the top 7 spots. Rapid City Stevens is at 2-1. Huron, 1-1, along with Rapid City Central. Brandon Valley, 1-2. Sioux Falls, Lincoln, 1-3. Brookings is 0-1. Sioux Falls, Roosevelt 0-3. Spearfish 0-1. Douglas and Aberdeen Central are 0-2. And Yankton 0-3. Believe it or not, you know, they really got it in the northern Black Hills. Sturgis Scoopers still have not played a game until tonight. They're in Aberdeen to take on the Aberdeen Central Eagles. That's the opener for the Scoopers in tonight's AA girls basketball schedule, which also features Huron playing at Sioux Falls, Washington. We'll update these scores as we continue this evening. Rapid City Central is in Box Elder to play Douglas, and Sioux Falls Jefferson playing Class A T area in T. In boys action, well, the Pierre Governor boys are at 2-0, ranked third in the AA Boys Media Poll. Watertown at 0-1. And those teams playing tonight at the Watertown Civic Arena. And Todd Anderson has that action in Watertown at 950 KWAT. And in Pierre, Brian Oakland has it on River 92.7. They will start, or at least schedule to, just after the top of the hour. Harrisburg at home taking on Lamar's from Iowa. In Sioux Falls, it's Lincoln at Jefferson tonight. And Huron plays at Sioux Falls, Washington. And completing that doubleheader in Box Elder will be Rapid City Central and Douglas. Pierre is 2-0 along with Sioux Falls Lincoln. Sioux Falls Jefferson is 1-0 along with Brookings and Mitchell and Yankton. Rapid City Central is 1-1. Sioux Falls Roosevelt, the defending champs, and they're back in the poll this week. They're 2-1. Spearfish has played and won their only game. Aberdeen Central, Brandon Valley, 1-1. Harrisburg 0-2. Huron and Sioux Falls, Washington 0-1 in boys basketball. Watertown, as we say, 0-1. Rapid City Stevens 0-2. Douglas 0-1. O'Gorman 0-3. And those Sturgis Scoopers boys have not played yet either. The schedule's getting moved around with this winter weather. But this game was on the schedule to be played tonight, and it will be. We're at the Rickside Gym in Pierre. Watertown Arrows and the Pierre Governors and girls basketball. Our keys to success are next on the Possible Agency State Farm pregame, and that's a visit with both head coaches. And we'll start with Watertown head coach Chad Brody. That's next when we continue in 3 minutes with high school basketball on 1060 103.1 KGFX and New Country KS93.
Your cancer care should be as unique as you are. At Avera Breast Center, our team of experts create a treatment plan that will work best for your type of cancer, using the latest screening, radiation, and surgical techniques. You also have access to holistic approaches to help with side effects, and a 24/7 call center for answers to your cancer questions when you need them. Learn more at avera.org/breast or by calling 855-697-2592.
Dakota Storm Roofing is a locally owned roofing company in Pierre, specializing in both residential and commercial roofing services. They can handle your asphalt shingle, metal roofing, and flat roof needs. New construction, plus all types of roof repairs. They can handle the finishing touches, adding fascia, soffit, and gutters too. No job is too big or too small. For a free estimate, call Dakota Storm Roofing at 280-9794. Go to dakotastormroofing.com or find them on Facebook or Instagram.
Happy holidays from everyone at Beck Motor Company in Pierre. In support of our local businesses this December, get $100 in Pierre Pride dollars and 4 free oil changes with any vehicle purchase. Pierre Pride dollars can be used anywhere. New inventory arriving daily, and we're ready to take your orders. Our pre-owned inventory is strong and always changing. See us online at beck-motors.com or call us at 605-22. Have a safe and happy December.
Have you found yourself worrying about inflation and market volatility? Considering what should I do? Can I do anything? Am I going to be okay? The Ranky Gray team has been coaching their clients through these tumultuous times for over 35 years. Let us discover what easy, time-tested adjustments can be made for you. For a free second opinion, our team can be reached at 605-224-5959. Let's start today.
Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through New Edge Advisors LLC. A registered investment advisor. New Edge Advisors LLC and Ranky Gray Wealth Management are separate entities from LPL Financial.
Chances are you're overlooking a big energy thief in your home or commercial building, the garage doors. But Overhead Door Company of Pierre can help stop that energy waste with a full range of insulated, weather-tight garage doors. Their residential garage doors give you insulated performance at an uninsulated price. And their Thermocore insulated steel doors give commercial buildings the energy efficiency they demand today. Find out more. Call Overhead Door Company of Pierre at 1-800-649-9905 and put a stop to the garage door energy thief.
At American Family Insurance, we help protect what you've achieved so you can fearlessly go after your dreams. For auto, home, business, and life, contact us today. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
American Family Insurance, Life Mutual, Standard of Ohio and Wisconsin Company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin, 53783.
Call the Brittany Scheffelbein Agency, LLC, with offices in Pierre, Oneida, and Gettysburg.
Back in Pierre as it's girls basketball action at last night again for the Watertown Arrows and the Pierre Governors. And we continue on our Becky Potts of a State Farm pregame with our keys to success. And we begin with the the new head coach of Watertown girls basketball, Chad Brody. But as you folks know, in Watertown, nobody knew to the program. My first time to meet you, so congratulations. I know it means a lot for you. You've given so much back to your alma mater. Now to be a head coach, must be a really happy time for you.
You know it is, and thank you. I appreciate it. It's a program that's been good foundation put together by Pat McClemens, and all he's done, you can't thank him for enough. So, laying down that foundation and me taking over, having coached with him for quite a few years, it's going to be a good time. I look forward to it, and we got a great group of kids.
And you got off to a great start. It's 11 days ago. I can't remember what I did yesterday, but anyway, you're coming off a good win over, we talked about before we started, that's an improved Brookings team that you held off on the 9th of December.
They are. They're very good, and their guard plays good. Their defense is strong, and coming in, I knew it'd be a battle. It's an ESD game. It's Brookings. It's right down the interstate, so it's a big rivalry for us. So I kind of knew what we were expecting, and I just don't know if the girls did, but they did. They played well. They hung strong and certainly finished out in the end and were able to hold them off.
Had to be happy with the way your defense played, and then you knew coming in, you had a pretty good defensive unit, and they looked strong in that game.
Yeah, we had a few miscues, but it's early. It's first game of the year, and we're going to have those mistakes. Kind of the big motto and philosophy we go by is if we're going to make a mistake, we're going to make it going 100 miles per hour, and because a lot of good things happen too. So, again, it's a good group of kids, and like you say, defensively, that's what we're going to have to kind of lean on all year, and really was hoping for some more games in between then and now, but here we are, second game of the year, and we got a very big test tonight with Pierre. So
what have you been able, not much obviously because the Governors haven't either, but what have you been able to do since the blizzard finally ended?
Well, we had practice Saturday. We were given the approval to have practice Saturday, so we brought the girls in, got some hopefully some cobwebs worked out and got some shots up, and then we didn't do anything Sunday. We wouldn't do that, and then of course on Monday we went at it again, and here we are. So we haven't had much, and I know Pierre hasn't either. So just going to rely a lot and heavily on our seniors and our experience, and hopefully we can battle.
You talked about Pierre, and you saw how well they played in their first two games, and talk about defensively. Boy, how well they did defensively in their first two games. We call this segment Keys to Success. What are they going to be for your team to try to put a dent in this Pierre team start?
Well, defense is, of course, where we're going to have to start off as far as keys to success as well. Pierre is so well coached. I don't want to say robotic, but whatever you have to throw at them, they have a counter move and they're able to come at it. For years back in the, late 2000s, this is when Skip Kurth was with the girls program. I said, whenever you come to Pierre, they throw everything at you except for the kitchen sink, and nothing has changed. So we're expecting a lot, but, defensive effort. And, of course, we're going to have to make some shots and capitalize when we can and execute. And hopefully we can get to the free throw line like we did last time and finish. So
it's Chad Brody, the head coach of the Watertown Arrows. Good to meet you. Thank you. Best of luck tonight and all season long.
Thank you much. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Coming up on our Becky Posma State Farm pregame, we visit with Pierre Governors head coach Kirk Bebop. More in 3 minutes from Pierre on 1060, 103.1 KGFX and New Country KS93.
Push it, pull it, drag it, haul it, tow it. Just get it to Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Right now, your trade is worth at least $3,000. If it's got a VIN number and on 4 wheels, we'll give you $3,000 for it when you trade in at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota in Pierre. Don't wait. This special won't last long. Get $3,000 when you trade at Capital City Ford Lincoln Toyota, 518 East Sioux Avenue in Pierre. Call 605-224-7378 and visit CapitalCityFordToyota.com. Some restrictions apply. Limited one trade per deal. Minimum purchase $10,000. See dealer for details.
Tackle your questions about purchasing your home with someone that has a passion for success. Hi, I'm Sean Lewis, mortgage loan officer with American Bank of Trust. Whether you're buying, building, or refinancing, I will help coach you through every step of your American dream. I will keep you informed through the entire buying process and help you find the best product for your home goals. Send me an email, give me a call, or visit me at our Pierre location and get started with your American dream. Member, FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Thinking of that winter vacation, it's time to book your flights from Pierre Regional Airport through United.com or American Airlines. If traveling to Denver, schedule your flight at DenverAirConnection.com. The morning flight leaves at 8:20, allowing you to connect to the majority of continued flights. Avoid the crowds, enjoy no driving, and free parking when you fly from Pierre Regional Airport. 50 passenger jets and a 1-hour direct flight to Denver. Skip the drive. Fly from Pierre Regional Airport.
This fall, take some time to think about your future while the leaves make their way down to earth and the last sunset of summer leaves us with an autumn chill. It's time to grab the nearest foam finger and break out the face paint. Rush the stands with First Dakota National Bank and forget how to blink. Fall sports are back with jaw-dropping plays, an electric atmosphere, and epic scores. Make some noise with First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakotanationalbank.com. Member FDIC.
Nystrom Electrical Contracting has quality electricians with decades of experience. They offer dependable installation for commercial and residential construction or day-to-day service. Whether you're looking for new construction or remodeling existing buildings or homes, contact your full-service electrical contractor, Nystrom Electric. Visit their website, nystromelectric.com, or call them for estimates on your next project at 605-224-8750. Nystrom Electrical Contracting in Pierre.
Smart grocery shopping takes a little bit of TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre is thrifty, local, and convenient. Lynn's Dakota Mart prides itself on their fresh produce, high-quality meats, and bakery goods. Grab some Caribou coffee while you shop, too. Lynn's Dakota Mart features a nice selection of beer, wines, and liquor. Stop at Dakota Mart Gas and save up to 20 cents per gallon every day. Take care of your prescription needs at Lynn's Dakota Mart Good Neighbor Pharmacy. Thrifty, local, convenient. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Pierre, your hometown neighborhood market.
At the Rigside Gym, we continue on the Ponce Bay Agency State Farm pregame. Our keys to success continue with Pierre Governors head coach Kirk Bebop. Boy, Mother Nature threw us all a big curveball. That was an interesting week and maybe such a good start. Nothing you can do about the weather, but boy, that's tough timing. I know you really wanted to build something up after those 2 games in Rapid City.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we felt good about what we did out there, and then we came back and had a good practice on Monday. I mean, it wasn't a secret that the weather was going to be bad, so it wasn't shocking. I mean, honestly, we could have used the day off. I think we went 3 Saturdays in a row. So, you know, one day off wasn't a big deal. But when you take 4 days off, it's kind of a little bit, like almost feel like you're starting over in some aspects. So, I mean, but that's just the way it is. We live in South Dakota, and nothing better than South Dakota basketball, and that's part of it. And you adjust. And that's what makes the season so fun is you have different things that come at you, and you got to learn how to handle those things. And they're life lessons too.
Well, how much work were you able to get in after the blizzard finally stopped?
Well, we had Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday where we weren't in the gym. I mean, you do what you can through communication and things like that. But Saturday and Sunday we were able to get in the gym, but they're not actual practices. And then so we had yesterday. So, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, obviously, like as a coach, I like practice like probably more than the games, to be honest with you, because that's where the growth and learning really, really happen. I mean, there's a lot to be said for games too, but I think a lot of coaches prefer practice actually. So it's kind of stinks when you lose 4 practices, but you do the best you can, like I said, and that's just all part of a long season.
I don't like to toss out all that many numbers, and I try to stay away from it a lot, but I will give one number out that your team did in the first 2 games, and that's hold combined Stevens and Central to 26% shooting from the floor. That number, as much as anything, talks about what your defense did in that first weekend.
Yeah, and I think that kind of speaks to pace of game. When you speed things up, when you're playing hard and faster, then, sometimes the other team misses some shots that they might normally make because they're playing a little bit faster. So, I think that's key for us tonight is really just pace of game. We want to play faster than them and still be under control and speed them up what they want to do on offense. And we want to take advantage of what we do offensively, and we want to get in our stuff quickly and play with pace.
This is an improved team. They showed it and I'm speaking of Watertown, they showed it when they defeated Brookings. Oh, we know what a good player Jada Smith is, but she's got pieces around her that they score when they need to, but you talk about getting bogged down. This is a team that'll do that if they get the chance.
Yeah, they're good. Mm-hmm. They were good. They were pretty good last year, and they didn't lose anybody. So pretty similar to us. So yeah, we got to work cut out for us. Jada is a really nice player, and she's tough and competitor, and they got some other tough competitors. So yeah, we got to work cut out for us.
What are those keys to success for you tonight?
Oh, like I said, we want to control the tempo of the game. We want to dictate on defense, and we want that to spill over into our offense.
Kirk Bebo, the head coach of the Pierre Governors. Thank you, sir. Good luck. We'll visit with you after the game.
I appreciate it.
Coming up on the Possible Agency State Farm pregame, we'll have the starting lineups and the law on the court. More from the Riggs High Gym in Pierre in 3 minutes on 1060 103.1 KGFX and New Country KS 93.
May Adam Law Firm of Pierre offers superior legal representation. Clients can be assured their legal matter will be handled with expertise and the utmost professionalism. May Adam Law Firm's skilled South Dakota lawyers can take care of your family law, estate planning, real estate law, or personal injury. May Adam Law Firm is able to help you plan and prepare to make matters easy now and into the future, too. Call 224-8803. May Adam Law Firm of Pierre, since 1881.
This Governor Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds & Associates in Pierre. The 2012 season was a trying one for Pierre Governor girls golf. Or was it? With no courts on which to practice due to the 2011 flood, the Governors defied the odds and won the program's first ESD title. And Haley Getz became the second Governor girls golfer to win a state AA individual championship. The 2012 Pierre girls golf team, one of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment presented by Fisher Rounds & Associates in Pierre.
Yesway customers can now experience fun at a whole new level with Allsup's brand products like hearty and delicious world-famous Allsup's burritos and Allsup's chimneys. Allsup's brand products now available at Yesway. Yesway. Say yes to convenience.
Access Health, Fort Pierre, welcomes new and established patients, offering chronic and acute care for all ages, including evaluations for illness and injuries, immunizations, lab testing, wellness exams, and DOT and sports physicals. Same-day appointments are available, and most major insurances are accepted. Good luck this season, athletes, from Access Health, Fort Pierre, assuring access to quality health care.
It's the season of getting cozy, the season of warm apple ciders and sweet pumpkin pies. Before it's gone, be sure to get in the car, rev up that engine, put your pedal to the metal, and burn rubber before heading straight to the games. Fall sports are back, and First Dakota is sitting right up front with you on this adrenaline roller coaster. Raise your hands with every game-saving point, shout out your lungs when it kicks into overtime, and enjoy the ride of the season. Make some noise with First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakotanationalbank.com. Member FDIC.
The Lariat Lanes in Pierre is your family fun center with leagues for all ages starting up now for bowling, pool, and darts. Stop on out and get signed up. With bumper bowling, the new sync scoring, and a full-service snack bar, there's no better place for your kids' birthday parties or family get-togethers. And sports fanatics view all your favorite games, including the NFL Sunday Ticket, coming to the Cactus Lounge. Never complain that there's nothing to do. Come on out to your family fun center, the Lariat Lanes on the Truck Bypass in Pierre.
As you can hear, the Emerald Regiment is here. And they've just gotten the chance to play because sub-varsity games have run a little bit longer tonight. The C game just got done with Pierre beating Watertown. So we're still probably about 20 minutes away from tip-off. So that means an expanded Possible Agency State Farm pregame at the Riggs High Gym in Pierre. I'm David Burrell. Thank you for joining us. Our studio coordinator is Haley Hansen, and Jordan Lutmer is handling the video. Potential for a very interesting game here tonight. Well, the big thing is, how are these teams going to come out and play? With the Watertown, you heard Coach Chad Brody say just a little bit of work for them over the weekend and then the full practice yesterday. And you heard Kirk Bebout say that his Pierre Governors just had the full practice yesterday after basically the state got shut down for 4 days last week. So you're trying to work some of that off, and we'll see how it goes, at least in the first few minutes of this game tonight.
Last year, these teams played at the Civic Arena in Watertown, 46-33. That was a pure victory, and we'll tell you how this series has gone lately. There's been a little bit of an adventure tonight, not a huge one. The Pierre Governor boys are all right and at the Civic Arena, but they got started quite a bit late because, unfortunately, the nice buses that the players get to ride in when they take road trips, but they can still get flat tires, and that's what happened to the Pierre Governors bus for the boys about 25 miles outside of Watertown. So they're still a little bit away from starting their varsity action too, but you can catch up with that action. They are on the air, both Brian Oakland on River 92.7 in Pierre and Todd Henderson on 950 KWAT in Watertown. So that's just the way it goes in this sort of weather. And again, I'll just say, just please be very careful because throughout the state of South Dakota, here in Pierre, the prediction is for double-digit below zero lows Thursday morning, Friday morning, Saturday morning. They're talking 16 to 18 below, and we're saying winds could be 40 to 50 mile an hour gust. And then you're talking about wind chills that get in the 40s and 50s below zero. And that's the sort of thing that can cause frostbite to expose flesh after just a few minutes outside. So just be very careful if you have to be outside for any length of time. While we have a moment here, let's tell you about the schedule adjustments for both teams, which obviously had to happen because of the postponements from last week. Well, Watertown had a couple of games postponed. They were to have played at Mitchell and then hosted Douglas. No word yet on that Douglas reschedule. It had been rescheduled, the Arrows girls game against Mitchell for the Corn Palace on Thursday, but again, because of how cold it's supposed to be, that's been called off, and that has been rescheduled for Thursday, February 9th. That's when the Arrow girls will play in Mitchell against the Colonels at the Corn Palace, and the boys game between Watertown and Mitchell is being rescheduled for Saturday, February 18th at the Watertown Civic Arena. So in a lot of cases, schedules are going to be backloaded because of what happened this past week. Now, Pierre had postponed a couple of games each way against Sturgis and Spearfish last week. The reschedules for these go this way. The Spearfish games will be made up a week from Friday, December 30th, with the girls here at the Riggs High Gym, 7 o'clock varsity start that night. And the boys will go to Spearfish. That's an 8 o'clock Central Time varsity start. And then the next day, it'll be to Sturgis for the Governor boys. And that'll be a 2 o'clock Central Time varsity start. And the Governor girls will host Sturgis on New Year's Eve, also Saturday, December 31st. And that will be a 1 o'clock Central varsity start at the Riggs High Gym that day. So those are the adjustments in schedules that these two teams have had to face. An extended Potts Bay Agency State Farm pregame. We're probably still about 12 to 14 minutes from tip-off here at the Riggs High Gym in Pierre. 1-0 Watertown Arrows against the 2-0 Pierre Governors. So we'll take another break and then come back with you. And then I think we can get our starting lineups and law on the court going. We'll return to Pierre in 3 minutes on 1060, 103.1 KGFX and New Country KS93. Taking care of your vehicles since 1980, TMA in Pierre has been serving Central South Dakota for over 42 years, and the Ultimate Tire Store has new owners. Bruce and Brenda Lounsbury, TMA employee for 30 years, has purchased TMA. You can still expect quality service and products from your hometown-owned business. Tires, mufflers, alignments, oil changes, brakes. Call 605-224-6167. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. TMA, next to Northridge Plaza in Pierre.
Health, happiness, and home. Hi, this is Tara Sunshine of Kathy Sunshine Properties. Purchasing or selling a home can be the largest investment you make. I invite you to choose our team to help you with the process. For over 48 years, our office has been successfully serving the buyers and sellers of the Fort Pierre area with our professional service. It is our goal to provide you with superior service. Contact me, Tara Sunshine, at Kathy Sunshine Properties, 605-224-5588.
Flip your loan, lower your payment with great rates from Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. This is Jody. Now's the time to refinance your vehicle or recreational vehicle with rates as low as 2.3%. Plus, no payments for 90 days and $75 cash after finalization. Come see us on North Garfield Avenue at Northridge Plaza. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
Hey, it's the Old Top Gator here with Gator's Pizza Pasta Subs in the Northridge Plaza. Ready for something new and out of the normal pizza world? Pop on out and try Gator's new Peachy Serrano Chicken Pizza, an aromatic bouquet of sweet peaches, an amazing flavorful spicy Serrano chili sauce, accompanied with our seasoned chicken, real mozzarella and cheddar cheese. The spice level is about an 8 out of 10 on this item. Gator's has dine-in, carry-out, or curbside pickup, or delivery through DoorDash. Gator's Pizza Pasta Subs in the Northridge Plaza.
Competitive pay, check. A rewarding and fun environment, check. And best of all, caring for residents and being a part of an amazing team, check and check. Hi, this is Kim Brackey from Edgewood and Pierre. We are looking for more dedicated healthcare heroes to join our team. Do you know what makes working at Edgewood so great? We provide care in a fun working environment where you will experience a warm welcome from our amazing team and residents. Come work for a purpose. Give us a call at 494-3400 to learn more. Edgewood, where home and healthcare meet.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. 1060 KGFX Pierre. Rebroadcasting on K276GT. 103.1 FM Fort Pierre. Leave sooner, drive slower, live longer.
High school basketball from the capital city tonight on New Country KS93, KSDR FM, Watertown. Pierre Governor basketball on 1060 103.1 KGFX is brought to you by Venture Communications. Lynn's Dakota Mart, Pierre Regional Airport, Live Ticket, Fisher Rounds and Associates Insurance and Real Estate, American Bank and Trust, Ranky Gray Wealth Management, the May Adams Law Firm, Overhead Door, DQ, Brittany Shufflebine Agency, American Family Insurance, Avera Orthopedics, Kruger Contracting, Capital City, Ford Lincoln Toyota, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, Access Health Fort Pierre, Yesway, Beck Motors, First Dakota National Bank, Dakota Storm Roofing, and Bank West. So glad to have you with us. We're probably still 8 to 9 minutes from tip-off here, maybe a little bit more than that, as again, sub-varsity games ran long. But here we go with tonight's starting lineups, and they're brought to you by Montana Dakota Utilities. MDU is in the community to serve. For the visiting Watertown Arrows, they start this way with Maddie Rohde, coach's daughter, 5'7" senior. In the post, Emery Thury, 5'10" sophomore. J.D. Young, the All-ESD player last year, and Dakota Wesleyan commit, the 5'8" senior. Miranda Falconer, a 5'7" junior, and Kendall Paulson, the 5'9" senior, also start. For Chad Rohde in his first season as the Arrows girls head coach, of course, an assistant for so long with Pat McClemens, who have coached here in Pier 2. Chad's assistants are T.I. Miller, Stacy Hendricks, and Mackenzie Huber. And the Pierre Governors take the floor here at the Ringside Gym, and we'll bring you their starting lineup in 30 seconds on 1060 103.1 KGFX and New Country KS93.
Hey, new guy. Shovel, right?
Yeah, Rake, and I'm not exactly new. I've seen some action.
Yeah, what's your story?
Hey, my last gig, I nearly got electrocuted, almost drowned. That guy never called 811 to see if it was safe to dig.
Our guy calls every time he digs.
It's quick and easy. Any tool can do it. Calling 811 gets your underground utility lines marked for free.
Hey, safe digging is no accident. Always call 811 before you dig.
This message brought to you by Montana Dakota Utilities, in the community to serve.
Now the Pierre Governors MDU starting lineup. Remington Price on the ring, the 5'7" senior. Great start for Remy in her first two, 13.5 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 3-pointers, along with 2.5 assists in the first 2 games per game, 2 steals. She also has a block. Lennox Dupree runs the point, the 5'6" sophomore, 3.5 points, 3 rebounds a game. One made 3 in the first 2, but averaging 3.5 assists. Brian Berry, the 5'8" junior on the wing. She run the point at times too. 10.5 points in the first 2, 3 rebounds, and she's hit 4 3-pointers, 3 assists per game in those wins in Rapid City. Reese Jawotherga, the 5'11" post player who had 2 great first games. A double-double in one of them, and Reese in the first 2 is averaging 13.5 points and 8.5 rebounds, along with 3.5 assists and a steal and a half. And the 6-foot senior Avery Kaiser, 10.5 points per game in the first 2, 7.5 rebounds, 3 assists per game, along with a steal per game in the first 2. She also has 1 block shot. Kirk Bebout in his 3rd season as head coach of the Governors, 2-0 this season, 20-24 as head coach in Pierre. His assistants, Terry Becker, the former Governor Boys state championship winning head coach, former state championship winning head coach of the Del Rapids St. Mary Boys too. And the other assistants, Charisse Blanchette and Jeff Schleckaway. Those are the Montana Dakota Utility starting lineups. Now let's tell you about the law on the court, and that's brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. And we'll introduce tonight's officials in 30 seconds on KGFX and New Country KS93.
Attorney General Mark Vargo here, talking about sweepstakes scams. We all want to receive that call that says we've won a sweepstakes, and scammers know this. If you receive a call or an email saying you've won, but you need to pay taxes by placing money on a gift card or by mailing cash, it's a scam. It is illegal to ask for funds up front for taxes, tariffs, or customs. If you've been victimized by this scam, please reach out to my Consumer Protection Division at 800-300-1986.
The officials for tonight's game are Shane Gottlob, Jesse Strikers, and Genevieve Dement Osborne. Thanks to them, tonight's game officials, the law on the court, brought to you by the South Dakota Attorney General's Office Division of Consumer Protection. Remember, you can watch this game too. You can find it if you're watching us in Watertown. You just go to drgnews.com/KGFX, and you'll go down about halfway through the page, and then you'll be able to find the link to this game. Go to the DRG News app too. Here in home white uniforms, with emerald green numerals and letters in black trim and emerald green piping. Watertown wearing their own purple uniforms with the gold piping and gold numerals and letters in white trim. Just ahead, not too far away, a few minutes, it's the Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre opening tip. Let's hear from those folks, and then we'll be back in 30 seconds on KGFX and New Country KS93.
Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Check out their great selection in the meat, deli, and produce department and hardware, as well as the rest of the store. The freshest and best quality in the area. Don't see what you need? Just ask. Their friendly staff is more than happy to help in any way possible. For any gathering, large or small, Lynn's Dakota Mart is there for you. Special orders and requests too. Smart grocery shopping takes a little TLC. Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Thrifty, local, and convenient.
Now the hype video being played at the Riggs High Gym. These things are getting fancy anymore, aren't they? To get the crowd ready for this game tonight. Watertown 1-0, Pierre 2-0. Pierre, since 2006-07, that's a span of 33 games, has won 17. Watertown's won 16, but this series lately has belonged to Pierre. The Governors have won 7 of the last 8 and 6 in a row, including a 46-33 victory at the Watertown Civic Arena on February 18th of this year. The last Arrows win came in Watertown at the Civic Arena on February 10, 2017, a 63-54 Arrow win over the Governors. The last time an Arrow girls team won here in Pierre, you've got to go back almost 7 years to February 9, 2016, a Watertown 65-51 victory. But the Governors are expecting a tight game here tonight. That Watertown team opened some eyes for them. And to hold off, as we kept saying it with both coaches, and I said it earlier too, that's a Brookings team that's a lot better, but that's a Watertown team that played defensively well. And you could tell in speaking, as we spoke with Chad Brody, how grateful he is to have this chance. Not his first time as head coach, as you folks in Watertown know. He was the head coach in Esteline back in 2007 and took that team to a state tournament appearance. But really happy to have the opportunity at his alma mater and learn from a man that not only people in Watertown, but people here in Pierre have a lot of respect for, and Pat McClemens, who, of course, has taken over the Arrow boys program. And they're still a little bit from starting, but you can check out that game in Pierre on River 92.7 with Brian Oakland, and in Watertown with Todd Henderson on 950 KWAT. As these teams play tonight, Pierre, as we mentioned, has 2 more games before the calendar year ends. After tonight, the Arrows, and we mentioned that Mitchell game got rescheduled again. The Arrows don't play again until Tuesday, January 3rd at Brandon Valley after tonight. That's the Possible Agency State Farm pregame. Stay tuned. Watertown and Pierre coming up in the capital city. It's girls basketball. We're back in 3 minutes on 1060 103.1 KGFX and New Country KS 93.
There's Thursday Night Lights and all of the weekend highlights. But nothing beats Monday nights with Monday Night Football on Venture High Def TV. You'll catch all the action on Monday, December 26th. Tune in to ESPN Channel 21 as the Chargers take on the Colts at 7 p.m. Venture Communications, your home for ESPN and Monday Night Football. Call Venture Communications today for High Def TV service and more. Call 605-852-2224. For reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work, call Ferding Electric. Ferding Electric staffs licensed, knowledgeable electricians to help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential or commercial, Ferding Electric knows how to get the job done right. Call Ferding Electric at 224-8684. Stop in at 2903 East Elizabeth, just off the truck bypass. See Ferding.com or find them on Facebook. Ferding Electric, licensed electricians, quality service, and dependable products since 1956.
Helping people.
Have you ever wondered what the benefits are of becoming a Wahi Federal Credit Union member? At a Wahi Federal Credit Union, we reinvest profits in you. We do this in the form of lower interest rates, higher dividends, and low to no fees. So come check us out or come in at 221 East Pleasant Drive in Pierre, because at a Wahi Federal Credit Union, we treat our members like they own the place because, well, they do.
Wahi Federal Credit Union.
Wagner Auto Company, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer in Pierre, is your transportation headquarters in central South Dakota. With a great selection of new Buick, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles, and a large selection of quality pre-owned cars, trucks, and SUVs. View their entire inventory at WagnerAuto.com. Experience the Wagner Auto difference for yourself by letting them help you with your next set of wheels. Wagner Auto Company in Pierre.
Hey, DQ fans, celebrate the holidays with a DQ cake. Bring your faves something that's sure to put a smile on their faces. The signature fudge and crunch center surrounded by the world-famous DQ soft serve. It's the perfect way to brighten up a snowy workday, family get-together, or just because. I mean, it's all the goodness of your favorite DQ treats in shareable cake form. I'm getting hungry just reading this. Being totally honest, this year,
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest Associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Watertown Arrows have been introduced. Now the Pierre Governors are at the Ringside Gym. Again, some varsity games went a little bit long, so that's why at 20 past 7 we haven't gotten started yet, but that's moments away. Again, next for the Governor girls, the Spearfish Spartans here at the Ringside Gym a week from Friday, December 30th, 6:30 on 1060 103.1 KGFX. With Sturgis coming in the next afternoon for a 12:30 airtime on KGFX. And, of course, next for the Arrows, as we've mentioned after tonight, they go to Brandon to take on the Brandon Valley Lynx. On Tuesday, January 3rd, Todd will have that one for you on New Country KS 93. So we're ready. And for Watertown, on the floor, Maddie Rohde, Emery Thury, Jada Young, Miranda Falconer, and Kendall Paulson. And for Pierre, Remington Price, Lennox Dupree, Ryan Berry, Reese Terwilliger, and Avery Kaiser. Remember, watch it. Brought to you by Bauman Lumber. At the KGFX page at drgnews.com, drgnews.com/KGFX. Pierre from left to right in white. Watertown will shoot from right to left in this first half in purple. Tip between Thury and Kaiser comes down to Pierre, and Lennox Dupree has the first possession of the game for Pierre. We hope you enjoy the action and happy holidays to you. Dupree on right wing inside, and Terwilliger scooped the pass to double team, missed, gained her own rebound and scored. That's the sort of play that Terwilliger was having in the first weekend. Teams just weren't able to contain her on the blocks. 2-0 for Pierre. First 30 seconds of the game. And Emery Thury in a little trouble, defended well by Terwilliger, is forced into a travel. And Pierre, the other thing they did in that first weekend was force a lot of turnovers. We mentioned with Kirk Beabout the 26% shooting they held their opponents to. Lennox Dupree crosses the timeline to Avery Kaiser in the half circle. Good whip pass inside from Barry to Terwilliger, but threw it over the rim. But Remington Price has an offensive rebound for Pierre. Price drives on the left baseline, missed the shot. Terwilliger, however, gains another offensive rebound. All 3 rebounds for Pierre on the offensive glass so far. Up top, it's Kaiser. Threw it behind Barry and out of bounds. So Pierre has their first turnover. And again, you just can't help but think it's going to be just maybe a little bit tentative in the first few games, with really Pierre having only one practice and just a little bit of work for Watertown. After last week's practice, it just didn't pass nearly over the head by Maddie Rohde, but Maddie's able to catch it. Middle of the left wing for Kendall Paulson. Into the left corner for Young. In the lane, a 14-footer is missing by Thury, but she gained her own rebound, missed that too. And Lennox Dupree has the rebound for Pierre, and then it's taken away on a turnover as Thury was able to steal the ball away. On the right wing, this is Kendall Paulson for the Watertown Arrows. Took a lob feed from Rohde. Sent it on the left side for Thury. Now 17-foot up. Kaiser got a hand on that shot of Paulson, and Dupree came down with a rebound. So there's a block for Avery. That is her second in this young season. And a drive inside. Came to Reese Terwilliger, and she scored again in a layup. All 4 points in this game for Terwilliger. 4-0 Pierre at 5:48 in the first quarter. So glad to have you with us tonight. Thury brings it up top for Miranda Falconer. Her first touch. Left wing, a 3 is good. Maddie Rohde knocks it down, and Watertown's on the board. 4-3 Pierre at 5:33 in the first. Pierre still has not trailed this season. They're up a point now. They never trailed in the first 2 games against Stevens and Rapid City Central. Kaiser right wing for a corner. 3 open for Price, and Remy hit it. Price ever closer to second on the all-time three-point list. Long pass down floor for a layup for Rhodey. A great feed there from Jada Young. And it's 7-5 for Pierre. Well, Watertown caught Pierre napping, but a very nice pass by Rhodey or to Rhodey from Young. And Rhodey has all 5 of the points for Watertown. Now a bad pass is taken away by Miranda Falconer. Watertown looking to tie or lead. Pierre not only has never trailed, they haven't even been tied yet. Paulson in the left corner for Miranda Falconer. Nearly took the extra step. Tough D by Lennox Dupree, and then Falconer is caught throwing a little bit of an elbow for an offensive foul. The first foul of this game is also the second turnover on Watertown. As coming in for Pierre, off their bench is 5'8" senior Sydney Tedrow, 3 points, 2 rebounds a game in the first 2. Watertown makes a substitution too and brings in 5'11" junior Avery Munger. Pierre with the ball in a 7-5 lead at 4:27 in the first quarter in the capital city. Comes up top on a high post to Terwilliger, right wing Dupree, swung in inside, Barry layup. Well, they just did the weave that time, and a good pass, and Watertown head coach Chad Rhodey wants an early Exegra timeout. We'll take 1-2 with 4:18 left in the first quarter. It's Pierre 9, Watertown 5. Back in 30 seconds on KGFX and KS93.
Limestone canyons, flowing waterfalls, and pristine beauty make Spearfish a sanctuary for those seeking the ultimate escape. Outdoor enthusiasts will find top-notch sport climbing, mountain biking, and UTV OHV trails. Guests are steps away from peaceful hiking trails and tranquil streams. Relax and rehash your day's adventure at one of our award-winning local breweries. Finding rest is an important part of any adventure. Lodging in Spearfish comes with a variety of choices, from cabins, B&Bs, and campgrounds to the comforts of your popular brand-name hotels. To find your unique adventure in Spearfish, go to visitspearfish.com now.
Exegra timeout. Acres ahead to maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Exegra cooperative today. You're up 9-5. They're 4 of 7 shooting. Watertown 2 of 5. Each team has taken 1 3 and made it. Maddie Rhodey for Watertown is your watch. Brought to you by Bauman Lumber at drgnews.com/KGFX at the bucket to your left. Rhodey in the old half circle. Right wing for Paulson outside the arc. Back to Rhodey up top. Left wing for Emery Thury. The pass inside knocked away by Kaiser, by Tidrow, but Sid reached around and fouled her. Smiled. Thought she might get away with that. She didn't. Pierre's first foul of the game. And Elise Christofferson comes into the Pierre lineup to replace Ryan Barry. Elise is a 5'8" junior. 1.5 in the first 2. 2.5 rebounds. Avery Munger up top. On the left wing for Jada Young. On the left side, a jumper from 9 is missing by Rhodey, and it's rebounded by Lennox Dupree. That's 3 rebounds for the guard already. This Pierre team, their guards can rebound, and wing players rebound very well. Inside to Terwilliger. Took the pass from Price and passed a double team, laid it in, and a 6-point first quarter for Terwilliger, and Pierre leads by that count. 11-5. 3:25 in the first. Rhodey for Paulson up top, back to Maddie Rhodey left wing. Bounce for Munger in the lane. Right on hers, Tedrow, and forced her to double dribble. Picked it up and started the dribble again. That's the third turnover. Sophomore Grace Corey into the game for Watertown, a 5'9" forward. And swing player Jade Lund, a 5'8" junior. Watertown presses, Pierre inbounds, leading 11-5, 3:14 first quarter at the Riggs High Gym in Pierre. Dupree in the center circle. She's being guarded by Young. Man defense. Ball tip still came to Terwilliger. Knocked away, and then not able to pick it up as Christofferson and Grace Corey took it for Watertown. Left wing, a jumper. This one's missing by Corey. Battle for that rebound. There's Dupree ending up with another one. Left side, down the floor to the baseline. Drew a foul. A one-person break there by Dupree. And it leads to a Watertown foul on Maddie Rhodey, her first in the Arrows, second. And Lennox Dupree, a couple of free throws. A lot of times to the line for Pierre in those first 2 games. First one's good. 29 of 52. They want that number to be a little better than 56%. Avery Kaiser's back in for Pierre as the first rest comes here for Remington Price. 12-5 Pierre. 2:47 first quarter. Dupree with her first point at the line. We'll try to make this an 8-point Governor lead. On the way. Too long. Rebounded by Jade Lund for Watertown. So the Pierre lead is 7, which 2:40 left in the first quarter, 12-5 over Watertown. Lund on the right side with a bounce pass to Terwilliger, got in the way of that and gave it to Avery Kaiser. Fourth Watertown turnover. Handed it to Dupree, right wing for Christofferson. Tries a baseline drive, put it in on a scoop by Christofferson over Lund. AC has her first 2 off the bench. Pierre's up by 9 at 14-5. Watertown with Rhodey out front. Handed top of the left wing to Lund. Mid-wing near the corner for Young. Back and nearly dropped, and now thrown away, but tipped out of bounds. Corey threw the ball away, but a Pierre player got her hand on it. Kendall Paulson is back in for Watertown. Ryan Berry is back in for Pierre, and Maya Shorter makes her first appearance. The 5'8 senior, 4.5 points, 2.5 rebounds a game in the first 2. 17 still to shoot for Watertown. Lob too far. Corey went for Lund, but threw it over her head and out of bounds, and Emery Thury comes back in to give Maddie Rhodey her first rest for Watertown. 2:02 first quarter, Pierre 14, Watertown 5. Let's set the Pierre 5. Avery Kaiser, who inbounds to Lennox Dupree out there with Sydney Tedrow, Maya Shorter, and Ryan Berry. Little bit of a smaller lineup for Pierre. Left corner Dupree for a bounce to Shorter, but reaching in and fouling her is Kendall Paulson. Her first and Watertown's 13th foul. Paulson is out there for Watertown along with Emery Thury, Jada Young, Grace Corey, and Jade Lund. A left wing jumper by Tedrow is missing. Corey with a rebound. Long down floor and a nice pass for Thury. Couldn't hit the layup, but was fouled. Watertown has made that work twice now, this time with free throws with those long passes down floor. And Sydney Tedrow now has her second foul. In fact, she has both of the Governor fouls. And Watertown will head to the line for the first time, and the first of 2 is good for Emery Thury as Maddie Rhodey comes back in to replace J.D. Young for Watertown. 14-6, Pierre on top, 1:40 in the first quarter. Tedrow out with those 2 fouls, and Remington Price back in for the homestanding Governors. Thury will shoot one more on the way, on the board. Here 14, Watertown 7, 1:39 in the first quarter. Dupree with a pass tip still came to Barry. Full court pressure by Watertown. They beat it down floor for Shorter for a layup. That time the long pass works for Pierre. First 2 for Maya. 16-7 Pierre, 1:25 in the first. Watertown tried the trap, couldn't do it. Rhodey, right wing. This is Corey. Cut off, still able to bring the pass, but thrown over the rim by Thury. Rebounded by Ryan Berry for Pierre. And then play stopped at midcourt. And your guess is as good as mine. Why? Well, with the stoppage, Reese Terwilliger able to come back in for Pierre, and Kendall Paulson comes back in for Watertown. The official said something, I couldn't catch it, and play was just going on, and they stopped it. Anyway, Barry brought it into Dupree. 1:06 in the first, still 27 on Pierre's shot clock. It's a lob pass in the lane coming for Terwilliger, but she is tied up, and that'll give Watertown the basketball. Good play there, as Rhodey got a hand in there and tied up Terwilliger to give Watertown the ball. Counts as Pierre's 5th turnover. 1:01 in the first. Pierre 16, Watertown 7. Now full court pressure by Pierre as the inbounds pass is into J.D. Young. Guarded by Barry. Now Pierre backs off. Young's in the left alley in the front court. Handed it to Paulson. Up top for Thury. Right wing J.D. Young again outside the arc. Swing on the left side. Pass just made it to Rhodey. Price couldn't quite make the steal. 42 seconds. Paulson, right wing for Rhodey, trying to drive and threw it away. Threw it right to Avery Kaiser. Pierre with a 3-on-3 break down floor to Dupree. Beat everybody but missed the layup. Then is able to grab the rebound. She's had a good rebounding first quarter. Pierre, with the shot clock off, can run it down to the end of the quarter if they wish. 20 seconds as Dupree dribbles against Rhodey between the rings. Oh, good bounce pass to Price, but she ran over Lund for an offensive foul, and a great bit of positioning there by Jade Lund. She saw just in time that Remington Price was on her way, held her ground, and forced the offensive foul. Really good there by Lund. 15 seconds, Watertown down 9. Left-hand dribble by Young into the front court. Bring it on the right side for 30. 7 seconds, 6 and 5. Paulson right baseline, cut off with a double team 4. Nice pass to Lund and ran right into Williger, who's called for the foul. Saw the cutting Lund at the last moment, and she's able to draw the foul to Williger's first team foul number 4. 2.5 seconds, Watertown, baseline right inbounds. Out front in the circle, jumper by Rhodey at the buzzer. Oh, she got fouled. Buzzer didn't happen yet, but a foul does, and if it's Remington Price, that's her second, and it is. And it'll mean 2 free throws for Maddie Rhodey. And Remington Price has picked up 2 first-quarter fouls. 0.4 of a second as Rhodey has 2 shots but missed the first. She'll have another. Best she can do here is cut the Pierre lead to 8. 16-7 now for Pierre. 0.4 of a second left first quarter. Rhodey with the second one. That's good. Pierre will inbound. Not a lot they can do here with only 0.4, and they inbounded to Price. He just heaves it from about 70 feet, left it about 6 feet short. We're through one quarter on the Wagner Auto scoreboard at the Riggs High Gym in Pierre, with Pierre leading Watertown 16-8. Wagner Auto, the one place to go. Back with the second quarter in 1 minute on 1060 103.1 KGFX and New Country KS93. Hey.
When you're thinking of a new or used car, motorcycle, pickup, or RV, think of us. We make all sorts of vehicle loans. We can set you up with payments that fit your budget. So if you have getting some new wheels in mind, stop by and see us. We'll get you the right loan. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA. We're big on you.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Here up 16-8 over Watertown as the second quarter begins at the Riggs High Gym. Ryan Berry into Lennox Dupree. Pierre had the arrow. Out there with Elise Christofferson. Reese Terwilliger and Avery Kaiser. Bounce pass inside. Loose on the floor. Watertown's able to pick it up. Paulson took it away. And in the passing lane led to the turnover. J.D. Young with Paulson and Emery Thury and Miranda Falconer. And Abby and Maddie Rhodey, those are the 5 on the floor, the starters. Here's a pass taken away by Terwilliger. So each team with a turnover to start the second quarter. Bounce from Dupree for Kaiser for a layup. Avery Kaiser, the senior, has her first 2, and Pierre's up by 10, 18-8 over Watertown, 7:22 first half. Falconer on left wing for Rhodey up top. Tough man-to-man defense. Pierre usually plays man. It's lob on the left wing for an open Rhodey 3. That's off the brace of the rim and rebounded by Avery Kaiser. That's the first three-pointer that Watertown's tried tonight. Dupree up top. She's not afraid to try a 3, and this one's off the rim and rebounded by Maddie Rhodey. Threes have not been falling early in the season for Lennox. By the way, that's only the second 3 the Governors have. No, I beg your pardon. Rhodey did have one. Remember that, David? 3-pointer for Watertown in the first quarter. So they have tried one and hit one. Now they're 1 for 2. And Rhodey with a little bit of a drive on the left wing, reaching in and fouling her is Pierre's Elise Christofferson. That's her first. Maybe read your score sheet on occasion, David, that you're keeping track of. Pierre, that score sheet says 57% shooting at the moment for Pierre and 8 of 14. Watertown just 2 of 9. Rebounding advantage 10-4 for Pierre. 6:34 first half. Watertown with the ball trailing Pierre 18-8. Above her head in the right wing to Falconer. Guarded by Dupree. Swing on the left side for Rhodey. Thury didn't set a pick. They bring it on the right side for 3 instead by Young. That's off the rim, and another rebound for Dupree, who continues to have a good rebounding game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rebounds for Lennox already. Barry inside going for Dupree, but knocked away. Great play by Thury, and she's able to save it inbounds. Excellently done. Dupree thought she had a layup, but Thury said no. Front court for Watertown is Jada Young. Left it for Thury on the left side. Back to Young here on the right. Left side again for Maddie Rohde. Stops between the rings. Handed it to Thury, and trying to knock it away from Young, instead committing a foul, is Pierre's Ryan Barry. Her first. And that is 17 fouls on Pierre. Watertown's only been called for 3, so a long time in the bonus in the first half for Watertown. As Sid Tedrow and Remington Price with her 2 fouls come back in for Pierre. Grace Corey back in for Maddie Rohde for Watertown. So, yeah, over 5.5 minutes of bonus free throws here for Watertown. And Jada Young has the front end of a 1-and-1 here, and it's good. And Sid Tedrow was ready to take the ball inbound. That's only 1 free throw, Sid. First point for Young, 18-9, Pierre. They've led since they scored first. 5:43 left first half. Second one good. In our Family Dental and Pierre and Gettysburg post-game show, we'll name our Bauman Lumber player of the game. So you gets the T-shirt tonight, so stay with us for that. Price on right wing in the front court. Back up top for Dupree. Back to Remy. Price on right wing. Pierre shooting at the basket to our right as you watch it. Brought to you by Bauman Lumber at the KGFX page at drgnews.com and the DRG News app. Price, head fake, moves inside to the right baseline, but the jumper went off the back iron. Battle for the loose ball ends in Jada Young's hands for Watertown, trying to cut into an 8-point Pierre lead. Pass nearly overthrown. Paulson with a good catch on the left wing. Handed it for Corey, who's back in there, to Lund, and then bounced it off of Terwilliger, and then went off of Watertown's Jada Young. Goes out of bounds. That ends up being a Watertown turnover. Jada looked a little surprised, but the ball did go off her leg last. 5:06 first half. Pierre 18, Watertown 10 in girls action tonight. Glad to have you with us, whether you're listening on KGFX or New Country KS93. It's Dupree with a left-hand dribble, crosses the timeline, hands it to Barry on left wing. Tight man-to-man here by Watertown. Once a Tedrow screen to Terwilliger. Right wing, it is Lennox Dupree. 18 still to shoot for Pierre, just under 5.5. Ball knocked away out of Dupree's hands by Young. She picked it back up. Swing on the left side for Price. Into the lane with a drive. Banker, a little bit of a wild shot. Misses. Jada Young has a rebound for Watertown. The Arrows can just get their shooting going. So they're only 2 of 10 so far. Lund. And a whistle stops play as Lund was dribbling for something away from the ball on Pierre. And that's Reese Terwilliger's second for a little bit of a push away from the ball. So Tedrow has 2, Price has 2, Terwilliger has 2, Avery Kaiser and Maya Shorter come back in for Pierre. Addie Rohde's back in for Watertown, and so is Avery Munger. That's team foul number 8, so Watertown, and a lot of time in the bonus. First free throw, the front end of the 1-and-1 anyway, is good here for Miranda Falconer for her first point. 18-11 Pierre. Pierre's led by as many as 10. One more for Falconer. That is off the mark, and trying to save it and crashing into Kaiser is Maddie Rohde. They don't call the foul, but it is out of bounds, and it'll go to, they did call the foul. I was about to say, there was contact there, and they did call Rohde for her second foul. So a few players have 2 fouls. 4:24 first half. 18-11, Pierre leads Watertown. Into the front court, Dupree. Right wing, Kaiser. Right corner, Price. Here comes a 3 for Remington. It's missing. And with 2 hands on the ball, good solid rebound there by Grace Corey for Watertown. Bounce to Lund. Right wing for Thury. Right corner, it's Corey. Bouncing it for Munger. Now a right wing. Step back 3 by Lund. That's missing. Maya Shorter with a rebound and fouled as she needed. That is Avery Munger's foul, and that is her first. That's team foul number 5 as J.D. Young and Kendall Paulson come back into the Watertown lineup. Why don't we set the 5 for Pierre as Watertown puts on some pressure. It's Avery Kaiser along with Lennox Dupree, Remington Price, Elise Christofferson, and Maya Shorter. We'll set Watertown's 5 when they have the basketball. Price up top to Kaiser, left wing for Dupree on the left baseline. Double team in her way, ball deflected, but Shorter's there to pick it up, save it for Pierre. Kaiser with a drive down the left lane line, knocked over and fouled. Avery will have 2 free throws. Big drop step that Avery has. You know she's going to make that move, and it's still a difficult one to stop. Jada Young with a foul. That is her first, and that's 16 fouls for Watertown. So 2 free throws here for Avery Kaiser. First is good. That makes her 10 of 17 in the young season, and it brings Pierre's lead back up to 8 at 19-11 with 3:36 left in the first half at the Riggs High Gym. Should be getting underway shortly with boys action in Watertown. Second free throw is missing. Shorter tried to save the rebound, could not. Looked like she went over the back. They didn't call the foul. Instead, it'll just be Watertown basketball. (19-11) Pierre. Watertown's cold shooting. They are underway and with boys action in the second quarter. Well, gave them the opportunity arises. Brody for Watertown. Right wing for Young. Jada in the lane from 12 feet. Left it short, and the cold shooting continues for the Arrows. And there's another Lennox Dupree rebound. That's her 7th. Drives all the way for a fast break layup that misses. And Corey rebounds for Watertown. Boy, everything worked there for Lennox except the layup. Ball loose. Young able to pick it up. And then reaching in and fouling her is Elise Christofferson. The whistles keep blowing, and Christofferson becomes the 4th Pierre player with 2 fouls. And that's team foul number 9. So this good player, J.D. Young, who hit 2 free throws not long ago, has the last 1-and-1. That's team foul number 9, and there's still 3:02 left in the half. Front end good. 19-12 for Pierre, up 7. Watertown staying as close as this at the line where they're 7 of 9. Ryan Berry in for Remington Price for Pierre. And Miranda Falconer replaces Grace Corey for Watertown. Young looks for her 4th point. Brody leads Watertown with 6. One more for Jada. She's good. 19-13 Pierre at 3 minutes left in the first half. Watertown only 2 of 12 shooting, but drawing fouls, staying close at the line. Zone pressure. Shorter in the lane. Back out front for a Berry 3. She knew that was short when she left her hand, and Christofferson couldn't save the rebound. It's out of bounds to Watertown. Elise knew halfway when that ball was in the air that wasn't going to fall. We have the rebounding advantage for Pierre at 14-10. Oh, losing handle on the ball is Young. And there to take it away is Ryan Berry for Pierre. To Shorter down floor. Counted with a foul in the lane. Great feed from the left side from Christofferson. Shorter has the bucket with the foul on Miranda Falconer, and that is her second. A lot of players with 2 fouls. So it is 21-13 for Pierre. Shorter at the line, missing the chance to complete the 3-point play as the free throw falls off the rim. And Paulson with a rebound on the left baseline for Watertown. 2:25 first half. Cutting inside, left lane line. That did not fall. Kaiser trying to grab the rebound. Now it's loose on the floor, and the arrow points to Pierre. Falconer had a chance inside. Kaiser was able to grab that board, and the dual possession with the arrow keeps it with the homestanding Pierre Governors, who are 9 for 20 shooting from the floor. Watertown only 2 of 13 now. In for a drive. That's off the glass by Falconer. And Kaiser rebounds. Right wing, it's Christofferson in the front court. Trying to set a screen is Shorter. Now gains the pass, hands it back to Christofferson. Whip pass inside. Shorter couldn't reach it. Taken away. Good play. Emery Thury with it. For Rhodey, back to 30 in the left wing front court. 153.5. Foul line jumper is rolling in. Boy, one foul at last for Watertown. Only their third field goal of the game and first in the quarter, and the first two for Paulson. And Pierre 15, 140 in the first half, and the Arrows are hanging tough despite a tough shooting night. Barry back to Dupree. 20 still in the shot clock. Zone being played here by Watertown. Left wing, Barry a three. Off the rim. Thury with position. Grabs the rebound. And into the front court, driving on Shorter. Handed between the rings to Paulson. Right wing for Miranda Falconer. Uses a pick by Paulson, then hands it to her. Right wing Thury at 108. Guarded by Shorter. And a hand on that ball by Barry goes to the floor. This dual possession is going to give it to Pierre. And so being a turnover. Bit of a bad break to be sure for Watertown, but that's how it goes into the books. Christofferson out, Remington Price back in for Pierre. 1 minute left first half. Pierre 21, Watertown 15. The sort of game really I expected. Kaisers, they break the pressure. The pass nearly too far, but in the right corner. Price hunted it down. Bounce for Dupree. Didn't make it to her. Emery Thury got in the middle of the passing lane, but then missed a layup on the other end. It's just been that kind of night for them. Barry down floor for Kaiser layup after the Barry rebound. 5 for Avery, all in this quarter. 23-15 for Pierre at 28 seconds in the half. And now out front, as it's handled by Young, sending a moving screen is Kendall Paulson for her second foul. Well, nobody's gotten to 3, but a lot of players with 2. And Paulson will come out for Avery Munger for Watertown. 27.1 left in the first half. Pierre 23, Watertown 15. Pierre's led by as many as 10, and they've led since they scored first. Shot clock off, 19 seconds in the half. Dupree guarded tightly by Rhodey. Dupree backs off, standing in the offensive half of the center circle. 11 seconds as the hand is to Kaiser between the rings. For Price, steps back, right wing 3, a little short. But the rebound run down by Ryan Barry. On the baseline, over a double team, she got fouled. Ryan Barry with hustle for that rebound. Will have free throws with 2.7 seconds left in the half. And this hack is called on Jada Young. And guess what? That's her second. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players in this game with 2 fouls, but nobody with 3. Ryan Barry with 2 at the line. Missed the first one. Here's only 2 of 6 at the line. That's continued to be a struggle early on. Christofferson back in for Price for defense, so she doesn't pick up a third foul. 23-15, Pierre at 2.7 in the first half. One more for Ryan Barry. Here it comes. It's good. 24-15, Pierre. 2.7 for Watertown to go full court. It's given to Young from beyond the timeline. Went off the glass and rim. That nearly fell. So the Pierre Governors able to hold off the Watertown Arrows, who stayed as close as 9 by hitting their free throws, but a rough night for them shooting. But there's still 16 minutes left. And our halftime score on the Wagner Auto scoreboard at the Ricks High Gym in Pierre. In girls action, Pierre Governors 24, the Watertown Arrows 15. Wagner Auto, South Dakota's oldest auto dealer here in Pierre since 1907.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision. But C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong. Because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is 4th generation family owned and operated.
What if we said a bank isn't a place to lock up money? It's a place to set it free. What if the point of banking wasn't to bank at all, but to put your ideas to work? What if your bank asked, what if, a little more? Well, what if we told you we do? We're American Bank and Trust, where what if meets why not? If you're ready to change what you get out of banking, start a relationship with us. What if you made the move today?
Every farm is unique, but all farmers have something in common: the desire to maximize their land and improve it for the next generation. You need a cooperative that offers peace of mind. AgTegra Cooperative is an ag partner that shares your values and is part of your community. From agronomy and grain operations to energy and feed, AgTegra will link your farm to the future. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
With our new online loan application, you can go to our website and apply for a loan when it's most convenient for you. We make getting loan approval fast and easy. Our local lenders are available to assist you if you have any questions. We make it pain-free to get that loan you've been wanting. We're an equal housing lender. Oahe Federal Credit Union, your hometown credit union since 1955. Federally insured by NCUA.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents. Contact your local Farmers Union Insurance agent today.
Oh, why am I so sore? There are everyday moments.
We can totally do this ourselves.
That hurt. And there are epic moments.
This'll be epic!
Yeah, that was awesome. When a moment creates a health need, visit the experts at Avera Orthopedics.
Hi, Doc. My knee.
We'll help you move forward so you can tell the story.
Shoulder, my elbow.
At Northern State University, your future starts with an affordable education that's personalized for you. Experience hands-on learning guided by world-class supportive faculty. You'll also enjoy a full campus life with opportunities to choose from numerous student activities and events, all in a safe, welcoming community. At Northern, you'll find a college that's right for you, a place to belong. Your future starts here. Unleash your potential at Northern.
Starting a John Deere dealership during the Depression took guts and vision. But C.J. Grossenberg was determined to help the community. He supplied more than equipment. He supplied a better way of life for his neighbors. Today, the family business is still going strong. Because round here, Grossenberg proves our values to our community every day. Grossenberg Implement is celebrating 85 years and is fourth-generation family-owned and operated.
Dimmick Cheese has been making handmade artisan cheese for over 90 years and has over 25 flavors of cheese. Stop by the store for sampling of all the cheeses. The store also offers several South Dakota made products. And at the store, find Remedy Brewing on tap. Dimmick Cheese offers gift boxes and fundraisers are available. To find out more, go to the website dimmickdairy.com or call 605-928-3833. And don't forget to check your local grocery store for their premium cheeses and cheese spreads. Dimmick Cheese.
Scott Darnell with Lee Real Estate in Pierre is ready to help you find your dream home. There are 10 things you need to do to buy or sell your home. Number 1, call him at 605-220-2676, and he'll handle the other 9. As your resident realtor on a bike, he will make buying or selling your home feel like a walk in the park, not an Ironman triathlon. Find him on Facebook or email scott@LeeRealEstatePierre.com. Lee Real Estate and Scott are proud sponsors of Central South Dakota Youth Sports and Events broadcast on Live Ticket TV.
When you expect more, you expect more. When expect more? Dakota Prairie Bank, providing great service right from the start. It's our promise to you that sets us apart. With every handshake and a smile, we go that extra mile. When you expect more, you expect more. When you expect more, Dakota Prairie Bank.
Titan Machinery is your go-to Case IH agricultural equipment dealer. Your Highmore and Pierre locations have a large selection of new and used ag equipment with access to one of the largest parts and whole goods inventories in the country. Titan Machinery prides itself in providing quality Case IH parts, service, and support to Highmore, Pierre, and the surrounding communities. Stop by Titan Machinery of Highmore and Pierre today. Power and precision to grow. The Best Western Ramkota Hotel in Rapid City supports all South Dakota student athletes and their families. They are conveniently located off Interstate 90, close to downtown and minutes from the beautiful Black Hills. The Ramkota offers sports and family-friendly rates. Guests can relax for free in the indoor water park. They have 36,000 square feet of banquet and meeting space, and the award-winning Minerva's Restaurant and Bar is located on site. Best Western Ramkota welcomes everyone to beautiful Rapid City, South Dakota.
Acres Ahead is back with AgTegra Cooperative. Now is the time to secure product, lock in early season prices, and receive delayed payment terms on your agronomy inputs. Fertilizer, seed, and crop protection purchases from Acres Ahead also qualify for triple play grain premiums, diesel discounts, and feed discounts. Contact your local AgTegra agronomist to learn more on how Acres Ahead can maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. AgTegra Cooperative. Strong, stable, dependable.
As community bankers, BankWest employees are deeply committed to supporting local causes, growing the local economy, and creating local opportunities. At a time when you can bank anywhere, we hope you choose BankWest. We'll be your financial partner for the long haul, helping you and your community achieve financial success. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
We all want to be happy, but sometimes that doesn't feel possible. But if you have hope, you have everything. Rising Hope Counseling provides high-quality mental health services with locations across South Dakota. Additionally, by providing telehealth, we ensure South Dakota's rural residents have access to high-quality mental health services. Our team lives and works in your communities, and we understand the unique challenges we face. Schedule an appointment by phone or online today. Rising Hope Counseling, offering hope, healing, and change.
In Pierre.
It's the season of getting cozy, the season of warm apple ciders and sweet pumpkin pies. Before it's gone, be sure to get in the car, rev up that engine, put your pedal to the metal, and burn rubber before heading straight to the games. Fall sports are back, and First Dakota is sitting right up front with you on this adrenaline roller coaster. Raise your hands with every game-saving point, shout out your lungs when it kicks into overtime, and enjoy the ride of the season. Make some noise with First Dakota National Bank. Open a new account online today at firstdakotaNationalBank.com. Member FDIC.
Driven by the Office of Highway Safety. 1060 KGFX Pierre. Rebroadcasting on K276GT. 103.1 FM Fort Pierre. Leave sooner, drive slower, live longer.
High school basketball on this Tuesday night on New Country, KS93, KSDR FM Watertown. David Burrow back with you from Pierre at the Rigside Gym, where the Pierre Governors lead the Watertown Arrows at the half, 24-15. Now the second half begins. Second half throw-in is brought to you by Linz Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre. Starting five out for Watertown: Maddie Rohde, Emery Thury, Jada Young, Miranda Falconer, and Kendall Paulson. And the starting five also for Pierre: Remington Price, Lennox Dupree, Ryan Berry, Reese Terwilliger, and Avery Kaiser. It is Young on right wing for Watertown with a lob pass to Paulson. Getting a hand on it was Price, and she's able to take it away for the 12th Watertown turnover. Down floor for Terwilliger, a little too far under the rim, but she got bailed out with a foul. The pass, not Reese's fault. The pass was too far, but then a foul on Jada Young, and there is the first player in the game with 3 fouls. After all, had 2 in the first half. Off the inbound, set play for Price. Off the pass, but it wouldn't fall from about 6 feet in the lane, and Young grabbed the rebound. Down floor, bring it on right wing. Up top, between the rings for Young. Stops at the foul line. Off of Price and out of bounds. Stays with Watertown with 24 still in the shot clock. Good look there for Price in the lane, but it would not fall. And Pierre's shooting is down to 42%. Watertown still with only 3 field goals in this game, but they're not out of it. They're down 9 and a lot of game left. Thury handed it to Matty Rohde on right wing, guarded by Price. Into the lane, a Young double team. Ball knocked down, tapped down by Kaiser, and intercepted. Brought back to Ryan Berry for a drive by Kaiser and a layup. And a push. Will this count? Or not? It does not count. The push, I believe they're saying they put the 2 points on the board. Hang on here. Or are they going to count it? Falconer with the foul. They're going to say that was after the shot. So not only does the bucket count, Pierre gets the basketball back, and then they throw it away. Well, that could have been an extremely profitable trip for the Governors. So, yes, count the bucket for Kaiser. The foul was after the ball went through the net by Falconer, and that's why Pierre had it back, but then they turned it over. Up 26-15, 6:55 left third quarter. Rohde between the rings, guarded by Price. Man-to-man defense as it usually is for Pierre. Stops and finds Young in the old circle. Left wing for a 3. That is off the mark by Paulson. Battle for that rebound. Price knocked over. They didn't call anything, and Remy's just now getting up. As Watertown continues to have a tough night shooting. Berry into the right lane line to Williger. Drives for a bucket and their first point since the first quarter. Reese is now up to 8. And it is 28-15 for Pierre at 6:17 in the third quarter. Rohde threw it away. Turnover number 14. J.D. Young didn't cut for the pass, and the ball flew into the Watertown bench. And head coach Chad Rohde of the Arrows wants an Agtegra timeout. His team struggling. It's a full timeout. We'll take a minute. 6:14 in the third. Pierre 28, Watertown 15 back in 1 minute on KGFX and New Country KS 93.
Your winning destination, the Golden Buffalo Casino in Lower Brule, gives you more chances to win. Hot seat drawings, pick a prize drawings, chances to win great prizes, the hottest slots around. It's all just waiting for you at the Golden Buffalo Casino. Find out more by logging on to thegoldenbuffalocasino.com and by following them on Facebook. Just minutes north of Reliance, exit 248. We'd like to thank you for tuning into this broadcast and supporting our area youth. The Golden Buffalo Casino, proud to support Live Ticket.
Synergy Sign Company, the area's newest sign company in Platte. We offer signage solutions for your business, from custom signs and banners to digital displays, autographics, and more. We'll help your business create a memorable impression. Synergy Sign Company, from custom signs to digital displays. Give us a call at 605-337-2686 or visit us online at synergysignco.com.
Old timeout there, Chad Rohde. Really wanted to get some things straight with his team. And Agtegra timeout. Acres ahead to maximize your farm's earning potential straight from the start. Contact your local Agtegra cooperative today. Pierce basketball with a 13-point lead about 2 minutes into the third, 28-15 over Watertown. Berry up top for Lennox Dupuis. Back to Ryan Berry on the left wing for Dupuis again. Right side, wants a 3. This one's too long. Who's going to run down that long rebound? It's Dupuis. Tip to her for rebound number 8. It was in the backcourt, but she picked it up. Pass down low off the hands of Terwilliger. 2 players fall basically on the baseline, and it ends up being a dual possession, they say. And Pierre will keep it. That might be a break. Sports marketing sponsors help bring you Governor basketball and KGFX include Guadalajara Mexican Restaurant, Wegner Auto, Delta Dental, Capital City Campus, Comtech, Pierre Dental Clinic, Pitts Design and Build, Floss Dentistry, First Dakota National Bank, and Anderson Rumsa Dental. It's inside for another layup for Terwilliger, and that's 2 buckets for her already in this third quarter. She's up to 10, and it is 30-15. Pierre extends their lead to 15. 5:27 third quarter. Longest lead of the game. Rohde with a bounce in the old circle for Young. Jada, looks like Pierre's playing zone here. They don't do that, as we say much. Young left a shot short, and Kaiser the rebound. And it's just not Watertown's night shooting the basketball. Right wing Price. Knocked out of her hands. Oh, great play. Jada Young. And leads a 2-on-1 break. Stops left of the lane and left it short. Goodness gracious. And then Kaiser with a rebound. And then Young, in frustration, commits her fourth foul. She made such a good play to steal it away. Now she'll come out of the game in favor of Grace Corey. And boy, that'll put what's perceived to be and really is Watertown's best player on the bench for a while with 4 fouls with 5 minutes left still in the third quarter, and Pierre leading Watertown 30-15. Lennox Dupree for the Governors, left wing for Barry. Pierre shooting at the basket to your left as you watch it, brought to you by Bauman Lumber at the KGFX page at drgnews.com and the DRG News app. Barry stopped her dribble left corner for Price. Still 13 on the shot clock for Pierre. Barry out front between the rings. Dupree. Right wing Kaiser open. Wants a 3 off the rim. Terwilliger couldn't reach the rebound. Instead, doing so is Kendall Paulson. And then Kendall's fouled. By Pierre. By Lennox Dupree. That's her first. Sydney Tedrow comes in for Pierre for Avery Kaiser. First team foul of the second half on Pierre. Watertown has 3. But again, the story here, and not in Watertown's favor, is that Jada Young, the All-ESD player from a year ago, has 4 fouls. Right wing Miranda Falconer. So where's the scoring going to come from? Brody leads Watertown with 6. She has the ball now on left wing. 20 still in the shot clock. Lobbed out front for Paulson. Pierre going back to man here. They switched his zone briefly on that last possession. Falconer with a good drive right lane line, but the shot short again to Williger with the rebound. And Pierre comes out of there with it. And it has just been an awful night shooting for the Watertown Arrows. Barry on left wing. They're 3 of 20 Watertowners. 350 in the third. Right wing Price into the right corner for Dupree with Brody guards her. Wants a Terwilliger pick. Dupree stops, hands it to Terwilliger. Drives, layup, no good, but fouled. Right down the right lane line. Pick and roll there will lead to free throws for Reese Terwilliger after the foul by Kendall Paulson, and that is her third. Terwilliger, who just kept improving in her junior year last year and off to a good start this season. And she's 6 of 9 at the foul line, but here's the first one missing, and Pierre's now only 3 of 8. Avery Kaiser back in for Pierre for Ryan Barry. Addie Johnston makes her first appearance for Watertown. If you're watching, she's wearing 3 in purple, a 5'6" junior. One more here for Reese Terwilliger to try to make it a 16-point lead. Watertown player was in the lane too early. She'll have another chance. J.D. Young's back in there. And Chad Rohde, I think, knows that why not take the chance here? They're down 15. Got to have their best player on the floor at this point, even with her 4 fouls. She was the one who stepped in. Terwilliger has one more chance for the second free throw. It is good. Here 31. Watertown 15. They've scored all 7 points so far in this third quarter. Bad pass. Price with the interception. And the Governors down floor. Pass didn't make it to Terwilliger. Nearly knocked away, but Reese is able to get her hand on it. Comes to Kaiser on the right side. Avery shoveled it back out front for Price. And now back to Lennox Dupree, and she'll run the offense. Pierre with 18 on the shot clock still. Bounce to Kaiser, right elbow of the lane. Avery trying to drive on Young. Did she draw the 5th foul on Jada? Yep, I think she did. And it is going to be an early end to the evening for Jada Young with 3:14 left in the third quarter. Jada Young has just fouled out. Oh, boy, a very frustrating night for a very good player. But her second game of the season is done. Already waiting to come in, Avery Munger and Jade Lund. And also back in is Maddie Rohde for Watertown. Also coming out of the lineup, Emery Thury and Kendall Paulson. Remington Price out, and Elise Christofferson back in for Pierre, who has it right baseline with Dupree. Lob for Kaiser. Avery with a drive. Right baseline. Didn't fall, though. And Maddie Rohde with a rebound for Watertown. And it's, again, a game that's been ragged at the edges, but with so little work for each of these teams lately, you could have expected it. Rohde with a drive down the right lane line. Misses. Kaiser with a rebound. Still only 3 made field goals on this entire game for Watertown. Now Pierre loses the basketball, and Addie Johnston picked it up for the Watertown Arrows. For Jade Lund, again, a foul out in the third quarter, but 5th foul for J.D. Young, who left the game with 4 points. Johnston with a baseline drive on the left side. She drew a foul, and I'll have a couple of free throws with 2:36 left in the third. And it's Elise Christofferson's 3rd foul. As free throws are attempted here by Addie Johnston, we'll tell you the sports marketing partners who help bring you Pierre Governor basketball on KGFX include DRG Media Group. First free throw is good. 31-16 for Pierre, who bring Ryan Barry and Maya Shorter back in. Sports marketing partners also include the Pierre Area Chamber of Commerce and Iceberg Funeral Home. And both free throws are good for Johnston. And Remington Price comes back into the Pierre lineup for Christofferson, who just picked up that 3rd foul. And now here comes Emery Thury back in to replace Addie Johnston for Watertown. Pierre 31, Watertown 17. 2:36 left in the third quarter. Sports marketing partners also include Stolken, Peterson, Lingo, Waltai, and Jones LLP. Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, All Around Graphics, American Bank and Trust, and Maher Law Office. Barry into the lane on the right side. Lob it in the left corner. Kaiser, open 3. Good. Avery Kaiser with just the second made 3 of the game for Pierre. Increases the Governor lead to 17 at 34-17. 2:15 third quarter. Brody, good spin dribble. Baseline lob pass knocked out of bounds. There's Price with a hand in the passing lane again. And we'll stay with Watertown with 24 to shoot. Sports marketing partners include Red Rose and Italian Grill, Midco, the South Dakota National Guard, and Olinger Law Firm. Brody for Watertown, right baseline with the inbound. Out front to Munger, who's back in there. Left it for Emery Thury. Now for Maddie Rhodey. Left side for Jade Lund. For Grace Corey on the right side, into the circle. Pass knocked down, intercepted. Avery Kaiser brings it in the front court for Pierre. That's 16 turnovers now on Watertown. Left wing Tedrow thought about that 3, then shuffled her feet. Couldn't decide whether to shoot or pass and is called for a travel for the 13th Pierre turnover. Pierre, well, they've had a good shooting third quarter, 4 for 7, so they're back up to 47%, 2 of 8 on threes. Watertown still only 3 field goals in the game, 3 of 21, 1 of 5 on 3-pointers. Corey for Watertown. The bucket to your right as you watch at the KGFX page, brought to you by Bauman Lumber. And they'll bring you our player of the game and our Family Dental Pierre and Gettysburg postgame show, too. Brody stopped her dribble, handed on the left side for Munger into the lane for a drive that counts with a foul and a nice play by Corey. Grace Corey has her first 2. And draws the Sydney Tedrow foul for Pierre, and that is her 3rd. 34-19 Pierre at 1:24 in the third, but the free throw would not fall for Corey. However, she's able to gain the long rebound. And now a shot from the left side of 3 by Rhodey didn't fall, but an offensive board and follow is good by Thury. So 2 field goals quickly for Watertown. Pierre by 13, 34-21, 105 in the third. Pierre's longest lead a moment ago was 17. Price out front to Barry, stops in the circle. 16-footer swish. Good feed from Remington Price. Ryan's first field goal since the first quarter. She's now up to 5. 36-21 Pierre on top of Watertown. Rhodey with a bounce to Munger in the left baseline. Double team now by Shorter and Price, and threw it away. And the turnover and under now up to 17 for Watertown. Lennox Dupree in for Sydney Tedrow for Pierre. Addie Johnston back in for Maddie Rhodey for Watertown. And Chad Rhodey will also put Miranda Falconer back in there for Emery Thury. But if you're just joining us, Jada Young, best player on the Arrows, all ESD player a year ago, fouled out with just over 3 minutes left in the third quarter. After no field goals and 4 points. A frustrating night for a very good player, Young. Dupree on the left wing for Pierre with 35 seconds in the third. To Barry, stopped her dribble, handed it to Maya Shorter. Right wing Dupree, open, wants a 3. This one short, rebound tipped, and came to Grace Corey. So that 3 still not falling lately for Dupree. 20 seconds, shot clock off. Johnston for Watertown, who's down 15. Bounce it on the right wing to Corey. And a push away from the ball on Pierre. think Avery Kaiser's the one who got caught because she had a little bit of... Nope, it wasn't. It was Ryan Berry. So it's the second on Ryan. That is the 14th foul on Pierre. Watertown has 5. 13.4. About midway in the front court. A lob by Falconer. Swing on the left side. Johnston open, but a 3 misses. And the rebound run down, however, by Jade Lund with 5 seconds. Up top, this is a Corey 3 that's off the rim. And the rebound by Kaiser at the end of the third quarter. Here in control, leading 36-21 on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. Wagner Auto, the one place to go. Back with the fourth quarter from Pierre in 1 minute on 1060 103.1 KGFX and New Country KS 93.
This fall, take some time to think.
For over 70 years, Pitt's Design Build has earned our reputation locally for serving communities across South Dakota. We provide design and building services for schools, hospitals, churches, commercial offices, multifamily housing, and so much more. Pitt's Design Build is conveniently located in Pierre, Mitchell, and Sioux Falls to serve you and your organization. We bring value to our clients by facilitating the design and/or construction process. Give us a call today and check us out at pittsdesignbuild.com for a free building consultation.
At Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore, they've been building partnerships for life by treating customers right, offering a low-pressure sales process, no haggling over price, passing low overhead savings on, and providing a Ford-certified service department fixing it right the very first time. If you're looking for a new Ford, a quality pre-owned vehicle, a new or used ATV, or a trailer, stop by Jan Bussey Ford & Highmore and experience the difference.
Jan Bussey Ford, building partnerships for life.
Fourth quarter in Pierre at the Riggs High Gym. Girls High School basketball on KGFX and New Country KS 93. Pierre leading Watertown 36-21. David Burrow with you. The arrow to Watertown, so they'll inbound to start the fourth quarter. And on the floor, they have Miranda Falconer along with Maddie Rohde, Avery Munger, Kendall Paulson, and Emery Thury. And a traveling call is yet another turnover on Watertown. Their 18th of the game. Again, Jada Young has fouled out. Pierre's 5 on the floor are Avery Kaiser, who inbounds now to Lennox Dupree, and they're out there along with Reese Terwilliger, Ryan Berry, and Remington Price. Terwilliger on the right side for Dupree, so that's the starting 5 for Pierre. Out front to Price, open for a 3 straight away, good. Remington Price is second of the game. And now Pierre by 18, their longest lead, 39-21, 7.5 minutes left. As Pierre tries to start 3-0 for the first time in 8 years. They had a 5-0 start in that season, 14-15. Ball dribbled off her foot by Falconer. Down floor for Kaiser and a layup. And that's 12 for Avery Kaiser and 7.5. And Pierre now by 20, 41-21 with 7:10 left. Frustrating night for the Arrows. This team, you can tell, can do some good things. They certainly did against Brookings, but a rough night tonight. Here's a foul on a drive away from the ball as Thury drove. An offensive foul is called on Avery Munger. Her second. And Chad Rohde with a little bit of frustration, but it's just been a difficult night. Again, this team doesn't play for a while. They don't play again until 2 weeks from tonight in Brandon against Brandon Valley. Here is Lennox Dupree. Somebody got called with a clear off. It might be Kaiser, who has a word or two to say. Avery, you got called, Avery. Don't say too much. Yes, she's got the foul, her first of the game. Avery's got a lot of passion. He doesn't want to take it overboard. She didn't. And they have inbounded the ball, but Reese Terwilliger was tying her sneakers. If you're a little older, to your new audience in Watertown, we referred to them in the first couple of games as the Frankenberry sneakers. Remember Frankenberry cereal? 2 different shades of pink in those sneakers for Reese Terwilliger. She still was very puzzled when Brian Oakland and I both told her about it. Rohde in the double teams lost her dribble, ball to the floor, picked up by Thury. For Paulson, back out to Rohde, top of the right wing. Lobbed it for Thury, baseline drop. That didn't fall either, but the rebound tipped and came out in a good play with hustle by Falconer, and then she drew a foul on Lennox Dupree. That is the second on Lennox, the sophomore. Grace Corey comes back in to replace Avery Munger. Again, they can't turn to Jada Young, who fouled out with 3:14 left in the third quarter after having scored 4 points. Pierre 41, Watertown 21, 6:28 left at the Ringside Gym. The lob is to Rhodey, now for 3 on the right side outside the arc. Back up top to Corey, guarded by Price. Top of the right wing for Avery Paulson. Good pass inside for Rhodey. And a foul as Ryan Berry tried to knock it out of there, but instead had the hack on the late reach for her third foul. And team foul number 7 on Pierre to put Watertown in the bonus for the rest of this game. And Watertown has 16 fouls themselves. Rhodey now 2 of 3 at the line as she knocks down the front end of the 1-and-1. 41-22 for Pierre with 6:16 remaining. Pierre's next action again a week from Friday at home against Spearfish in one of the rescheduled games. They're both good for Rhodey. She leads Watertown with 8. 41-23, Pierre leads Watertown, 6:10 left. Against some pressure, it is Berry. Watertown knows there's still 18 games to go after this one, but it's just one of those nights when the shots don't fall. Berry faked a pass, hasn't started a dribble yet. Against the zone, right baseline, it is Remington Price at the right lane line. Through a double team counter with a foul. Price started the drive, waited for the hack, hit the shot. Price now has 8, and she'll go to the line. And Maddie Rhodey has something to say to Genevieve DeVent Osborne, trying to stick up for her teammate. But it's Miranda Falconer with the foul, and that is her 4th. Price is now up to 8. It is 43-23 Pierre with 5:51 to play. Price, a very good foul shooter, 7 of 9 in the first 2 games. Now, Chad Rhodey getting an explanation also from Genevieve DeMent Osborne. You heard it. I don't know that he's too satisfied with it. Jade Lund is in for Falconer. Pierre, again, and again, Chad Rhodey has something to say to Genevieve DeVent Osborne. And he's going to squat down and get back into the coaching position, but he doesn't look pleased. Price looks for her 9th point at the line, but it rimmed out. And it's rebounded by Grace Corey. But Pierre is up by 20 at 43-23 with 5:45 remaining. Paulson into the right corner for 30. Back out front to Rhodey. Handed on the left side. Grace Corey in the old circle. Lob for a wide open down the right baseline, but Rhodey missed a shot from 4 feet. Goodness me, it's Kaiser with a rebound. Then driving Berry, but the layup didn't fall. The rebound offensively to Terwilliger, but that did not fall. And Thury with a rebound, and then Watertown throws it away. It's just been that kind of a game. And Falconer's right back in. 21 turnovers now on Watertown in this game. They have 23 points. Inbound to Dupree with 5:15 left. Again, the Nest Arrows action Tuesday, January 3rd at Brandon Valley on New Country KS 93. Todd Anderson will be there for that on Tuesday evening, January 3rd. It is Kaiser in the left wing for Lennox Dupree with 5 minutes still to play. Cut off on the baseline. Pass intended for Kaiser, but too low and intercepted by Kendall Paulson for Watertown. Front court, it's Falconer with a 16-footer that's good. Miranda Falconer with her first field goal, only the 6th made field goal of the night for Watertown. 43-25, Pierre with 4:40 left. Your team that is on their way, it appears, to a 3-0 start, and they've had the offense to do the job. Right wing, it is a 3 by Dupree, but that misses. Price is in there for the rebound, follows and scores. Remington Price with her 3rd straight double-figure scoring game. She has 10. 45-25, Pierre with 4:17 left. Here is a shot that is missing by Falconer. And Remington Price has the rebound for Pierre into the front court. Took a return feed from Dupree. Left wing open. Kaiser, or Berry it is, once a 3. Misses. Terwilliger couldn't reach the rebound. Battle for it now on the floor. They're going to call the dual possession, although it never really got tied up. It'll stay with Pierre. Officials, I think, anticipating the dual possession. Sydney Tedrow, Elise Christofferson back in for Pierre. Ryan Berry and Avery Kaiser come out. Now Maya Shorter in for Reese Terwilliger. And you wonder, with 3 58 remaining if that's the end of the night for those three with a 20-point Pierre lead. Likely, unless somehow Watertown makes this game closer. Dupree out front for Remington Price. Back for Dupree on the right side. Lennox wants a shorter pick. Just going to drive inside. Wild shot. Wanted a foul. Didn't happen. Faulkner with a rebound. Down floor on the baseline. Turning around. Goodness, missing from 4 feet is Paulson, and it's out of bounds. Natty Rhodey will come back in. It's just hard to believe what's happened for Watertown. They've missed a lot of close shots, too, and are only 6 of 31 from the floor. Pierre by 20 to match the longest lead, 45-25, 3:33 left. Stay tuned. Our family dental with Pierre and Gettysburg postgame. Part of that will be the naming of our Bauman Lemper player of the game. But 3 by Dupree. This one falls. Her third made 3 of the year. She has 4 points. Now a 23-point lead for Pierre. Or they call it a 2. Nope, it's a 2 and not a 3. So it's 47-25 for Pierre. It's not a 3-pointer. It's a 2. Dupree with 3. Corey, right side. Up top, 4, Faulkner, baseline drive by 3. Nice move. Drew a foul on Maya Shorter. First on Maya. A couple of free throws earned here and a good play. By 30, she'll have a couple of shots at the line. She made 2 at the line in the first quarter. Well, Watertown's been good at the line, 12 of 15, but looks like it's not going to be nearly enough. Carol Weiss and Danny Beck come in for Pierre. Kara, the 5'7" senior. Beck, the 6'2" senior. And we're told, and if you were with us in KGFX after that last game, something about Danny Beck. Both free throws good here by Thury. 47-27 here. That Beck blocks a lot of shots in practice going against Reese Terwilliger. And Kirk Bebout said she's making Reese Terwilliger a lot better player. She's pretty good anyway. Right wing, this is Weiss with a baseline drive. Bounce on the left baseline for Sydney Tedrow. Drives under the bucket. Scoops, misses. Beck has that rebound and scores. Danny Beck. Well, Tedrow wanted it, but Danny said, look, I'm a senior and I'm a little bit taller than you. Let me have it. And she scored. 49-27. Pierre, 2:32 left. Right wing, here comes a 3 that is missing long by Faulkner, but Rhodey with a rebound, and then a foul is called. Pierre's Elise Christofferson with this foul. That is her 4th. And now, Leanie Reinke will come in for Maya Shorter for Pierre. Making her first appearance for Watertown, Neely Johnston, a 5'8" junior. Addie Johnston is also back into the game. And Maddie Rhodey with a 1-and-1, or 2 shots, I should say. She missed the first. Team foul number 9, but called in the act of shooting. And then out of bounds, and for some reason the clock is running. Well, we're not to that threshold. Yeah, I think the officials just noticed it too and say, just stop that clock for just a second, will you? 2:13 left as the clock is frozen again. Madison Grimsrud comes in for Watertown. She is a 6'1" sophomore, so you've got the reserves in for both sides for the last 2:10. Pierre is going to be 2-0. Watertown will be at 1-1. Leanie Reinke for Pierre. Out front to Sydney Tedrow. Left side, it's Kara Weiss. Danny Beck on the right side now for Elise Christofferson. For a cutting Beck who laid it in. Good strong move off a great feed. And Danny Beck has a couple of fourth quarter buckets. 51-27 Pierre. Left wing 3 falls short, but the rebound is brought in by Corey, who's fouled. Johnson missed the 3. But then a Pierre foul on the rebound has just fouled out Elise Christofferson, the second player in this game to foul out. Team foul number 10 means the double bonus. And Grace Corey will have the 2 free throws. So an aggressive Elise Christofferson leaves the game with 5 fouls. She had 2 off the bench. Maya Shorter's in for her. And Avery Munger comes back in for Miranda Faulkner for Watertown. 2 weeks until they play again. Plenty of work to do surrounding the holidays. First free throw, no good. Nope, 2 shots here. 2 shots. That's the 10th foul. And it's been a while for everybody. Not easy when you basically have only one practice and 11 days since you played a game. That's the case for Watertown. They both missed. And Weiss rebounds for Pierre with 1:34 to play. Stay tuned for our Family Dental Pierre and Gettysburg postgame. Well, nice play. Grace Corey got in the way of a pass and intercepted it. Left wing Addie Johnston into the lane from 12 feet, but that missed. And then she tried to save her own rebound and could not. It's out of bounds to Pierre with 1:20 to play. Laney Reinke took the inbounds pass, and Pierre maybe with a couple of more possessions. 1:14 to play. Pass intended for Carol Weiss is knocked out of bounds by Jade Lund for Watertown. 1:13 to play. Again, it's Spearfish for Pierre a week from Friday. 6:30 airtime on KGFX here at the Riggs High Gym. Then Sturgis the next day, New Year's Eve, Saturday afternoon, the 31st at 12:30. A jumper by Tedrow is missing, and Johnston has the rebound now for Watertown. Quickly down the floor for a jumper on the left side. That is a 2 that's missing here by Johnson. And Danny Beck, who's had some good minutes here in the fourth quarter with a couple of buckets, just picked up her second rebound. Right wing Tedrow, 48 seconds to play. Stops right elbow of the lane. Jumper rimmed out on Sid, but Beck is there to take the rebound and then was too far under the rim and missed that follow. And Addie Johnston has the rebound for Watertown. Bounce intended in the old circle for Grimsrud, but Beck in the way of that, reaching in and called for that foul. So that'll put Madison Grimsrud on the line for 2 free throws with 31.3 seconds to play. First one's good. So Pierre, when they host Spearfish and Sturgis, will try to match the 5-0 start that this program had in 2014-15. Last time they started so well, Grimsrud rolled the second one in 2. 51-29 for Pierre with 30 seconds remaining. Bounce from Reinke to Tedrow on the right wing. Pierre doesn't have to shoot now. Shot clock's off. Pass is deflected out of bounds by Addie Johnston, and Pierre will inbound one more time, at least with 18.4 seconds to play. And again, next for Watertown, 2 weeks from tonight on New Country KS 93 at Brandon Valley. Reinke with a right-hand dribble. Handing it for Carol Weiss with 10 seconds left in the lane for Beck. Nearly too far. Good catch by Maya Shorter to save it. Up front to Weiss, and they'll just dribble it out. Laney Reinke is told to do so, and with 2 and with 1, and the Pierre Governors are off to a 2-0 start. Again, really putting the clamps down defensively. The opponent's field goal shooting number just keeps dropping after a rough night for Watertown. This Watertown team can play defense, yes, but the shots will have to fall for this team better than they did tonight. Our final score on the Wagner Auto scoreboard of the Riggs High Gym in Pierre. Pierre Governors 51, the Watertown Arrows 29. Pierre now improves to 3-0. Watertown is 1-1. Stay tuned for the Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg postgame, which will include our Bauman Lumber player of the game, hopefully a visit to with Governor head coach Kirk Bebout. Pierre in control from the start. They still haven't trailed all season, and the Governors going to Christmas with a 3-0 record. Watertown even now at 1-1. Our postgame in 3 minutes from Pierre on 1060 103.1 KGFX and New Country KS93.
This Governor Sports Moment is brought to you by the independent insurance team at Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre. Pierre Governor wrestling coach Ryan Noyes accomplished something in 2013 that's never been done by a Governor wrestling coach in the history of Pierre Riggs High School. Coach Noyes and the Governors swept through the season unbeaten in duels, winning the ESP Conference title and capturing their second consecutive state Class A wrestling championship. Head coach Ryan Noyes and the ESP and 2-time state champion Pierre Governor wrestling team, one of Pierre's finest. This Governor Sports Moment has been brought to you by Fisher Rounds and Associates of Pierre.
The Lariat Lanes in Pierre is your family fun center, with leagues for all ages starting up now for bowling, pool, and darts. Stop on out and get signed up. With bumper bowling, the new sink scoring, and a full-service snack bar, there's no better place for your kids' birthday parties or family get-togethers. And sports fanatics, view all your favorite games, including the NFL Sunday Ticket, coming to the Cactus Lounge. Never complain that there's nothing to do. Come on out to your family fun center, the Lariat Lanes on the Truck Bypass in Pierre.
Taking care of your vehicles since 1980, TMA in Pierre has been serving Central South Dakota for over 42 years, and the Ultimate Tire Store has new owners. Bruce and Brenda Lounsbury, TMA employee for 30 years, has purchased TMA. You can still expect quality service and products from your hometown-owned business. Tires, mufflers, alignments, oil changes, brakes. Call 605-224-6167. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. TMA, next to Northridge Plaza in Pierre.
Flip your loan, lower your payment with great rates from Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. This is Jody. Now is the time to refinance your vehicle or a recreational vehicle with rates as low as 2.3%. Plus, no payments for 90 days and $75 cash after finalization. Come see us on North Garfield Avenue at Northridge Plaza. Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you.
Health, happiness, and home. Hi, this is Tara Sunshine of Kathy Sunshine Properties. Purchasing or selling a home can be the largest investment you make. I invite you to choose our team to help you with the process. For over 48 years, our office has been successfully serving the buyers and sellers of the Pierre-Fort Pierre area with our professional service. It is our goal to provide you with superior service. Contact me, Tara Sunshine, at Kathy Sunshine Properties, 605-224-5588.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Pierre Governors in control from the start tonight as they improved to 3-0, beating the Watertown Arrows at the TF Riggs High Gym in Pierre. The final was 51-29, and this is the Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg postgame. Glad to have you with us tonight. Pierre, again, had 3 double-digit scores in this game. Avery Kaiser led with 12. 7 of those came in the second half. Kaiser also with 8 rebounds tonight. Reese Terwilliger had 11. And Remington Price had 10 points, including 7 for her in the second half. Also 4 rebounds for Remy. And Price also had a couple of 3-pointers tonight to improve her career total to 147. She is 3rd in this program's history. Ryan Berry had 5 points tonight for Pierre. Maya Shorter with 4. Danny Beck with 4 late points. Lennox Dupree with 3, but also tied Kaiser by our count for the Governor rebounding lead with 8. And Elise Christofferson had 2. She got in some foul trouble tonight. Maddie Rohde led Watertown with 8 points tonight. Maddie hit a 3. Emery Thury had 6. Jada Young, and all too short a night for her. She fouled out with 3:14 left in the third quarter and managed only 4 points tonight, all at the foul line, where she was 4 for 4. Miranda Falconer had 3, 2 each for Addie Johnston, Grace Corey, Kendall Paulson, and Madison Grimsrud. Neely Johnson, Jade Lund, and Avery Munger played but did not score. Pierre for the night shot 47% from the floor and 22 of 47. They hit 3 of 12 three-pointers. And a rough night as we documented all night from the floor for Watertown. Only 6 of 35 for 17%. They hit 1 3-pointer in 10 tries. Pierre's foul shooting continues to be one of the few things that's gone wrong for this team in the first 3 games. 4 of 10. Watertown was good at the line tonight. 16 of 22. Rebounding advantage went to Pierre by a margin of 35-27. The bench scoring favored the Governors 10-6. Pierre had 16 turnovers. Watertown had 21 tonight. Pierre again led from the time they scored. They still have not trailed or even been tied in their first 3 games this season. And in fact, if you follow the Governors, you may remember something very rare happened in the second win of the season a week ago Saturday at Rapid City Central. The Governors actually led for all 32 minutes of that game because there was a scorebook error by Rapid City Central, and Remington Price hit a free throw before the ball was ever put into play. So Pierre literally led all 32 minutes of that game. They led all but about 1 minute against Stevens, and they led all but about 1 minute tonight. So Pierre has really been in control for the first 3 games. For Watertown, after that opening win over Brookings, they shot fairly well tonight, but not tonight, as they fall to 1-1. Pierre over Watertown, 51-29. This is the Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg postgame. We'll take one more break, and then hopefully a visit on the way with Pierre Governors head coach Kirk Bebout. We've still got a Bauman Lumber player of the game to name too, but let's take another 3-minute break first. Pierre beats Watertown 51-29. More on our Family Dental with Pierre and Gettysburg postgame in 3 minutes on 1060 103.1 KGFX and New Country KS 93.
The team at Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg are devoted to spending time with each patient to answer all questions and address any concerns that arise. Family Dental wants all their current and future patients to feel welcome and comfortable and to have the healthiest, best-looking smile possible. They can take care of all your family's dental needs with cleanings, checkups, implants, same-day crowns, and many other dental services. Dr. Ryan Jensen welcomes new patients. Family Dental in Pierre and Gettysburg, caring for all your family's dental needs.
When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices for residential or commercial projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762.
Hey, it's the old top Gator here with Gator's Pizza Pasta Subs in the Northridge Plaza. Ready for something new and out of the normal pizza world? Pop on out and try Gator's new Peachy Serrano Chicken Pizza, an aromatic bouquet of sweet peaches, an amazing flavorful spicy Serrano chili sauce, accompanied with our seasoned chicken, real mozzarella and cheddar cheese. The spice level is about an 8 out of 10 on this item. Gator's has dine-in, carry-out, or curbside pickup, or delivery through DoorDash. Gator's Pizza Pasta Subs in the Northridge Plaza.
Gotta go to Gators Pizza Pasta Subs.
Competitive pay, check. A rewarding and fun environment, check. And best of all, caring for residents and being a part of an amazing team, check and check. Hi, this is Kim Brackey from Edgewood and Pierre. We are looking for more dedicated healthcare heroes to join our team. Do you know what makes working at Edgewood so great? We provide care in a fun working environment where you will experience a warm welcome from our amazing team and residents. Come work for a purpose. Give us a call at 494-3400 to learn more. Edgewood, where home and healthcare meet.
For reliable, safe, efficient, and economical electrical work, call Ferding Electric. Ferding Electric staffs licensed, knowledgeable electricians to help you with all your electrical projects. New construction, rewires, or upgrades, residential or commercial, Ferding Electric knows how to get the job done right. Call Ferding Electric at 224-8684. Stop in at 2903 East Elizabeth, just off the truck bypass. See Ferding.com or find them on Facebook. Ferding Electric, licensed electricians, quality service, and dependable products since 1956.
From the early days of South Dakota statehood through today's digital revolution, BankWest has remained committed to helping customers and communities succeed. BankWest associates uphold this commitment by developing innovative products, tailoring financial solutions to customer needs, and actively supporting community causes. For a bank committed to helping you and your community prosper, choose BankWest. BankWest. Convenient, connected, committed. Member FDIC.
Your Governors go into Christmas with a 3-0 start. Watertown now 1-1. Pierre wins 51-29 at the Riggs High Gym in Pierre this evening after a game which, once again, for the third game in a row, the Governors were in control from the start. We'll have a visit here in just a moment with Governor head coach Kirk Bebout. But before we do, we have a Bauman Lumber player of the game to name, and we'll do that when we return to the Riggs High Gym in 30 seconds on KGFX and New Country KS93. When you need building supplies, there's no need to go anywhere except to Bauman Lumber in Fort Pierre. Bauman Lumber is locally owned and offers quality products, expert advice, free estimates, and free local delivery for large or small projects. Whether it's a home improvement project, remodel job, or all new construction, they even welcome special orders. Quality building materials and affordable prices. Projects can be found at Bauman Lumber, 1223 Sale Barn Road, Fort Pierre, or call 223-9762. Pierre wins 51-29 over Watertown at the Riggs High Gym, and this is the Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg postgame. As promised, head coach Kirk Bebout of the Governors is with us. Well, given that there was so little work coming in, Coach, what about this game for your team tonight?
I would just start with the effort. End and constantly bringing the effort that's needed to get stops and playing together on defense, and that covers up for a lot of things. We have too many turnovers and we didn't shoot the ball the greatest, but when you play really hard, then good things tend to happen, and that's really been the story for us to start the year, is just that the girls have been playing incredibly hard. It's fun to watch.
You seem to have the defense, even good looks that Watertown were getting weren't falling, and that can be, it seems like that can be frustration sometimes from how they're being defended. That just seemed like the way it happened.
Oh, that's 100%. That's what we talked about going into the game, is we want to play our pace, and if we can speed them up and make them play faster than they want to play, even when they get some of those looks, they're not going to make them. So, that's kind of the way it goes with basketball. So whose will is stronger as far as, controlling the tempo and what you want to do. So, I thought the girls did exactly what they needed to do as far as getting pressure, ball pressure, and closing out on shooters, and just being a tick quicker than what they're used to seeing. And then that's what happens when you can do that.
Recurring theme for your team, and it has been since you've been here, is that you've got guards who can rebound. You were here when we named Lennox our player of the game, and I did that mainly for the rebounding job she did. I had her tied with Avery for 8 rebounds tonight. Nothing new for you, as we always talk about, but more proof that Lennox doesn't have to score a lot of points to be a very valuable player for your team.
Oh, no, not at all. She's, anytime with basketball, you have to have someone that can get you into stuff, take care of the ball, that you can rely on, that is super smart, knows all the stuff, knows what you're looking for, understands game. She's incredible. She's a sophomore, and she can control a game and be the difference maker without scoring. And she can score. There's going to be games when she scores. I have no doubt in my mind about that. So, that's with tonight, we're happy because they got the payoff of playing hard and doing all the things that we preach about. But we were nowhere near our ceiling. Like tonight, we were a little. We didn't shoot the ball as nearly as well as we can. We ran some stuff and got some great looks, and we just didn't convert at the same percentage that I think we're usually going to convert those. Maybe a couple forced turnovers, or just a little bit behind with our fundamentals a couple times. Maybe the layoff has something to do with that. But so, once we shoot a little bit higher percentage and make our free throws, I feel like we're a 70% free throw shooting team, and we haven't been shooting 70%. So when we're making our free throws and finishing a little bit better and hitting some more jumpers like we can, then I think we can be really scary.
That's one thing, and that the number you said was just what you were last year. You were a 70% foul shooting team last year, and it was a little rough again tonight, only 4 of 10, and I agree with you. This team can shoot free throws better than that.
Oh yeah, and we spent some time in practice on it, but I'll take the blame on that. I guess we haven't done a ton of free throw shooting because we are 70% for the whole shooting team, and I just feel like obviously we need to put a little bit more time on the free throws. We have tried to, but I know we'll get there. I know we can shoot free throws. So, and it helps that Reese gets a couple violations per game. She leads the country in drawn violations.
There's been one of those in every game, hasn't there? When she's been shooting.
She got all 4 girls in the lane tonight on one. So, I do have to say this before I forget.
Yes.
Watertown's doing a lot of really good things. I saw them on tape, and I really like a lot of the things that he's doing. I like he's got a lot of the young girls. Reminds me of our team a little bit last year, and I like what they're doing. So I just want to say, like, coming in, I was nervous because they're a good basketball team. So, I want to make sure to give Watertown a big shout out. They're going to do some good things this year.
I absolutely agree with you. And I think when we talked about this, and I talked about this with Coach Rody before the game too, what they did against a Brookings team that is a lot better, I think proved about how tough this team is going to be to play a lot of nights. They need more shots to go in, obviously, than they had tonight. But this is someone that is going to be a tough matchup for teams. I absolutely agree with you on that. Well, now with the rescheduling, you do get a couple of games in between Christmas and New Year's, and obviously with school out, they can really concentrate on shoring the things up. You'll have a chance to work through next week before Spearfish and Sturgis come out. You wanted to play those games last week. However, the chance for you to get to play those games Friday and Saturday of next week, the 30th, and on New Year's Eve, that might be pretty good timing for your team.
Yeah, I mean, I actually don't hate that part of it. The only really tough part is turning around the next week and playing Lincoln with 1 day of practice. But I mean, that's you're going to have that throughout the season. So I mean, that's nothing to complain about. I mean, that's just what you have to deal with. So yeah, I kind of like that we have back-to-backs can be a little tough, but I think it's good to have some game action over break to keep the kids interested. So. I think that's a good thing. We look forward to it, getting back in the gym and getting better, and then getting back out on the floor. So, one more thing with Watertown, the Jada Young girl. I know she was a little frustrated tonight, but that girl can play, and I know she's put a lot of time in. So I'm like, I honestly hope we don't play Watertown again, because they're scary, and the Jada Young girl can take over a game. So she's a really nice player.
Yes, she is, and she will have better nights than tonight. But to the point about, you get Lincoln with 1 day practice. You want to get to the point where you're playing in March, where you prepare for a team with no practice. That would be nice.
Yep, that would be heaven.
Yeah. Well, so it is next week again, the 30th and 31st. Spearfish comes in on December 30th. That's a Friday, and New Year's Eve on a Saturday. I get a little R&R, so Mr. Darren Boyle will come in and be with you for those. So congratulations on this win tonight, and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you and yours and to all of your team. And I hope for the best for you in this holiday season, so we can all stay warm, too.
Yeah, have a great break. Happy holidays. Thanks for everything you do.
Thank you, buddy. See you next year.
Yep.
Head coach Kurt Bebout of the Pierre Governors, whose team improves to 3-0 with their 51-29 victory tonight over the Watertown Heroes here at the Rigside Gym. And the Governor boys also are at 3-0. Watertown falls to 0-2. 64-46 was the final tonight at the Watertown Civic Arena. Lincoln Keenholz, who is 1 day ahead of the biggest day of his life, 17 points and 10 rebounds for Pierre this evening. Jackson Edmond had 15 points and 9 rebounds. You in Watertown, well, you may be aware of this, but Lincoln tomorrow, there's a signing ceremony early tomorrow morning here at TF Riggs High School, where both he and the outstanding two-way lineman, Jason Mashashak, are both going to sign letters of intent for Big Ten schools. Keenholz recently changed his commitment to Ohio State University from Washington, and Mashashak is going to have a chance, it appears, to play for the Nebraska Cornhuskers. He had committed to North Dakota. So a big day for both of those young men tomorrow on the first day. And remember now, and it's been this way for a few years, there are 2 signing periods for football seniors, and the first of those start tomorrow. So a big day for both Lincoln Keenholz and Jason Mashashak tomorrow. So before we leave you, let us look at the other AA girls basketball action tonight. We'll tell you about the other boys games too. But in AA this evening, Sioux Falls, Washington, ranked 3rd, was a winner over Huron at Washington High School. That score was 62-31. Warriors improved to 2-0. Sioux Falls, Jefferson, 2nd ranked in the media poll, trailing at T Area. And it looks like the Titans are going to take this one. 57-50, T Area leads with under a minute to play. Rapid City Central playing in Box Elder, leading Douglas 41-10. as that game is at the half tonight. In the other boys' games, besides Pierre beating Watertown at the Civic Arena 64-46, top-ranked Sioux Falls Jefferson remains unbeaten with a victory at home over Lincoln, 71-57. Jefferson now 2-0. Harrisburg, it appears, will have their first win. They are running past Lamar's Iowa and Harrisburg 78-46 with 2 minutes left in that game. Sioux Falls, Washington over Huron tonight at Washington High School 64-55. So the Warriors improve to 1-1 and about to get going in Box Elder is Douglas hosting Rapid City Central. Okay, so next for the Watertown Arrows, and again, this is with the postponements, a most unusual early season schedule. In the first 25 days of the season, just 2 games for Watertown. The win over Brookings on the 9th of December and the loss here tonight. And remember, the game that had been rescheduled again with Mitchell for the Corn Palace on Thursday has been rescheduled again because of the cold weather. That game's going to be played on Thursday, February 9th. So next for the Arrows is Brandon Valley in Brandon. That'll be on New Country KS 93 on Tuesday evening, January 3rd. And as we talked about with Kirk Bebout, the next action for the Governors back here on the Riggs High gym floor a week from Friday against the Spearfish Spartans, 6:30 on 1060 103.1 KGFX. And then the next day on New Year's Eve, Saturday, December 31st, an afternoon game with Sturgis. That will be a 12:30 airtime. And Darren Boyle with my chance to take a little bit of R&R. Darren Boyle will have both of those games for you as the Governors will make up the 2 games that were postponed last week. The South Dakota Office of Highway Safety reminds you to think twice, slow down in case of ice. And yeah, that's something to think about. Even though the roads are clearer than they were, say, on Friday, there are going to be icy spots. So continue to be very careful if you are traveling. Thanks to everyone who helped make it happen tonight. Athletic Director Brian Mosier here in Pierre. Also, Jordan Lutmer handling the video, and also to our studio coordinator, Haley Hansen. I'm David Burrell. Pierre Governor girls basketball improves to 3-0, drops Watertown to 1-1. Once again, a wire-to-wire win for the 3rd straight game for Pierre. Final score one more time on the Wagner Auto scoreboard. Pierre 51, Watertown 29. Thank you for listening. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good night from TF Riggs High School in Pierre.
Pierre Governor basketball on 1060 AM and 103.1 FM KGFX has been brought to you by Bank West, Beck Motors, Dakota Storm Roofing, Dairy Queen, Live Ticket, Overhead Door, Ranky Gray Wealth Management, Avera Orthopedics, Capital City, Ford, Lincoln Toyota, Kruger Contracting, and the Brittany Shufflebind Agency. Governor basketball is brought to you by Lynn's Dakota Mart, Fisher Rounds and Associates, Insurance and Real Estate, First Dakota National Bank, the May Adam Law Firm, American Bank and Trust, Yesway, Pierre Regional Airport, Nystrom Electrical Contracting, and Access Health Fort Pierre. And Governor basketball is brought to you in part by Kathy Sun and Shine Properties, Dakota Plains Federal Credit Union, TMA, Lariat Lanes, Wagner Auto, Gators Pizza, Pasta and Subs, Bauman Lumber, Ferding Electric, Oahe Federal Credit Union, Edgewood Healthcare, and Venture Communications. These special in-game sponsors bring you Governor basketball. Ponce Bay Agency, State Farm Insurance, the South Dakota Office of Highway Safety, Montana Dakota Utilities, the South Dakota Attorney General's Office, Division of Consumer Protection, Lynn's Dakota Mart in Fort Pierre, Agtegra, Family Dental of Pierre and Gettysburg, Bauman Lumber, and Wagner Auto. The proceeding has been a presentation of the official voice of the Pierre Governors, DRG Media Group Sports, on 1060 AM and 103.1 FM KGFX.